Hello and welcome to another episode of Live Talks with Fawole. OMG, we haven't got a voice in the studio, a voice behind the camera in the studio. Still love him. He'll be back soon. He's on a not sabbatical. He's just on a little leave. He's away, enjoying his life. My G. But we do have the wizard. Yes, Parliamentary, Albanian wizard. Nothing to me if it's evening for you. Understand? Okay. And Stedy,
yo,
in the studio.
Nice to be here. Live Talks podcast.
Yes, can I have that back, please? You can't have that right now.
I was just like looking at it.
Yeah, you can look at it, but that's questions. The questions. I need that.
Oh, okay.
The backdrop thing ain't here yet.
No problem,
Steady.
man. No problem.
You family.
Respect, man. It's been a long time, man.
Yeah, no, we've known each other for many, many years.
20 years plus.
Yeah, I feel
Something like
probably
that.
more than that.
Yeah.
You come from.
I met you when I was about
Hornsey?
15.
From Hornsey as
41
well.
now. I'm from Holloway, Highbury.
Holloway.
Yeah.
So I met you when we was up on the hill. You know, we was doing our thing and that.
Yeah. I was like
No,
15.
yeah.
14, 15, them ages.
Love and admiration for you. You're a
Respect,
good
man.
person.
Much
You're part of the family. What's good?
What is good, man? Just there, man. I'm like you on this journey, man. We're just trying to do what we want, what we love. We're trying to strive for what, like, we know the bigger picture. We know what we're capable of. And that's what we're doing, man. We're on this journey now, man. We're still young. Let's get it while we're still young. And it's like, we're just going to put we come to, I'm at an age where my knowledge is like, everything I need to do is ready to go, and it's not time to mess around with it. You know what I'm saying? More time, and that's what it is. It's just nice and to have everything in control. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have bad days, you have good days, but everything's kind of moving in the direction that I want it to move in right now, musically. Yeah. I'm not talking about private life or anything. I'm talking about like music. I've been doing music a long time.
Yeah.
From DJing to promoting to producing now.
Yeah.
And not everything always went right. I ain't gonna lie, there was many years I was doing music and I didn't know where I was going and I didn't know what I was doing, and I got distracted with other stuff. Now I'm not really so distracted because I know what I'm doing, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, there are good days and bad days, but I know what I'm doing. I go to bed on a purpose. Like, yeah, cool. I can wake up Monday morning and be like, yeah, I know what I'm doing for the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? And that's only come in the last 2 years. I ain't gonna lie, and I've been doing music 20 years. Not saying I waited 18 years, but there was a lot of uncertainty in my journey. Do I have to say that lie on camera?
You don't
I'm
have
40
to,
years old. I'm 40 years old. I'll say that to you. I don't mind. I'm 40 years old. I don't mind. The big 4.
What did you say about? I thought you was a lot younger than that. What did you say about going to bed? What did you say? Going to bed with a purpose.
Going to bed with a purpose, knowing, because it's so like, you know what I'm saying, just knowing, all right, cool. I want to wake up on Monday morning and these are the objectives of the week, and if they don't get done, at least I'm going to try and get them done, or try and make, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, and that's what I go to bed with since working in the studio. I ain't going to lie, just being in there every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just my music projects, it's a load of other people's music projects. So I have to be on point.
So where did the purpose, where did the ethos of going to bed with a purpose come from? When did you realize that was where it's at? That's where the money was at. Because what you're saying is like, that's the money right there. And I know like it's the same thing as waking up in the morning and making a plan for the week, or going to bed and planning. It is where the money's at. Because if you know what you're doing, it's easier. You can't score unless you know what your goal is. Do you know what I'm saying? So what you're saying it's from the money. But when did that come about, and why did that come about? What made you go into bed with a purpose? I'm just going to talk about that. That saying there, God, I'm going to bed with a purpose. Where did that come from for you?
I say it like I've just started going to bed with a purpose. It's always been, I'm a Gemini by heart, you know what I'm saying? And I've always had that in my heart to, you know what, let's do this and let's do that, and we're capable of doing anything we want. It's just recent, yeah? And when I say recent, in the last couple of years, I feel more like I have a set role. Where before I didn't. I was a musician, but I was doing everything. Music, like 1 minute I'm a promoter, 1 minute I'm a DJ, 1 minute, and it wasn't working like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a set role, and I know my role now. You know what I'm saying? One time, and that's where my ethos kind of more comes into play, because it's not like I'm just finding myself now. No, I've always known what I want to do. You have to have a good team. And that's one thing that slowed me down in my years of working, because my journey's not stopped. I've got wiser, but it hasn't been nothing from 20 years ago. I'm just now know how to get the right team members, how to not waste time with certain people, how to, you know what I'm saying, and just be more focused, you know what I'm saying? And don't get disheartened on them days where things don't go right, because you'll have a day where everything goes right on that day. So that day where it didn't go right, Monday might not go right. Tuesday, everything's gonna go right, and it's gonna make up for Monday. And that's what keeps me like focused. You know what I'm saying? And just having the right people around me. I don't mess around with people now. If I can tell that you're gonna waste my time.
You guys hold fast, man.
Sorry, fam.
That's right. You're talking fast. You're moving away from the mic as well.
It's a podcast, so they can really watch it. I'm dropping some gems. But,
you are.
Sorry,
you
let
are.
me slow it down. If I have a day where I feel like I'm not doing well, I always make up for it, and that's where it comes. That's where my there's no bad days now that I have purpose. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. And
I do.
In the music. You know what I'm saying?
It's important.
Just talking about music, and I'm glad you're giving me the opportunity to speak. And
No, we family, man. It's not even about.
I do watch a lot of podcasts. I ain't gonna lie, and I do feel that the right questions don't get asked. Not the person who's been interviewed ain't saying the right thing. I just think the right questions don't get asked. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people say, he's not talking about what I want him to talk about. But he's just there answering questions. It's about who's answering them, asking them questions to get it out of that person. Because that's all I ever hear. I watched a podcast, but my mum wasn't saying nothing. Or she weren't saying nothing. Or they weren't really interested. But it's not really their job to do that. Like, they're there because they've been invited there. You know, invited to a podcast. But really and truly, sometimes people just invite a character or a name to a podcast. They're not really thinking what is really interesting or what will make people say, yo, I know something about this dude that I didn't know before. You know what I'm saying? More time. And when I watch podcasts, I like to learn about people. I ain't gonna lie. More time. I watch them to see what they're doing, and more time learn about the character that I've just listened to their music for years but didn't know nothing about the person. You know what I'm saying? More time. So
on that note,
what are you saying?
What were you like as a child? No, absolutely not.
No,
I never, ever cut anyone off. No, why? Don't cut. The only thing I cut off was my fingernails and my toenails, man. Fuck that shit.
I love this guy, you know. He's always been able to make man smile still.
It's I'm real like that, man. But yeah, so as a youth man coming up, because you're talking about a lot of things that you got a strong character, your head screwed on, you're very confident. I love that. You've got talent, you're using that as well. What was you like as a young man? Like, say, what do you remember childhood? Like,
around the time you knew me, or young?
No, as a young man. Because what I want to find out is like, what
where it comes from.
Everything, because you are a result of your influences, your experiences, what you've done, your family, where you come from, all of these things. Like, so that's what I'm asking you. What do you like as a youngster? We're gonna break it up and go up. Wait. Is that question good enough for like
that's
what you?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, you like that one?
Never been asked. That's a bad boy question, bro. It's a question that I've never been asked.
My man.
That's a brilliant question. I've never been asked. So, born in Southampton, moved to London when I was 2.
I didn't know that.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. Born in Southampton, moved to London when I was 2. My mum was really young, had me at a really young age. We moved to London when I was 2. Bit flaky. Obviously, you can imagine a 70-year-old woman with a young child, and them times there was hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Moved to London, didn't really know London too well. Found her feet.
She had to fight. She's a soldier. She had to fight.
It was. It's a deeper story that I can tell you on a one-to-one.
Yeah, that's no problem. That's no problem. I just want to say
to you, quite quick.
Cool, but I know you break down. I just want to just say right now, in that respect, to take our hats off to all the young mothers, all the mothers of the 80s and 90s that brought us up, that raised some strong men. Now, I'm saying right now, you're saying that. I want to take this moment for both of us, all of us, to take our hats off to, because back in the day, what our parents went through, and they stood still and strong and hard. Nowadays, the youngsters got a lot of help from people.
I'm not going to go right back to it, but I don't want to be unsympathetic, but I am a bit like Rago when I speak to women about the issues and the problems that they're going through now.
Yeah.
Only because I've seen people come from the 70s, 80s, 90s go through hardship. Real hardship.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there ain't hardship now, and I know mentalities are differences and people are not as strong as they was now back in the day than they are now. I do believe we've weakened down as humanity.
As a thing,
you know what I'm saying? But I am a bit unsympathetic when someone complaining about something that is like, my mum or my gran would have dealt with this so much more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but what you got to understand, Stedy, I don't cut you, like, because you're a learned man, and we got to understand the reason you're so hard, the reason we're so hard, is like something I heard on the internet. They say, like, what they say, strong people breed weak people, and then you know how it goes down. So you see where our parents were so strong, then we've been through certain things. And like my generation, I wasn't guilty of it, but they tried to like give their kids everything. And they softened them motherfuckers up. And that's why they can't deal with what your gran and you dealt with. Because they've been softened up, bro. You've got quite the right to be upset with them.
No, I was going to get to the stage where sometimes my mum's sympathetic and I say things bluntly. But at the same time, I'm considerate to you not knowing where man's come from. Or you if you're a new mum in the 90s or the new millennium, this is all you know. You know what I'm saying? More time, like single parent women that are bringing up boys. Ain't got a clue. Most of the time, 50% of the time, at least 50% of the time.
It's hard.
It's just trial and error. Like,
raise
a son. You know what I'm saying? There's only some women that are like, nah, they know what they want from a man in general. That's what
they're clear cutting their head.
For normal women, members of my family, this ain't trying to go at anyone. Members of my family,
the Lennons you go.
Single parent women with sons, especially.
Mike, you don't lose the mic because we're far from the mic, bro.
It goes a bit like wayward, and that's what I've noticed from a long time. So, growing up in the 80s and seeing my mum go through hardships, and I'm only breaking it down to you. If I told you half the shit, and it's not just me, I know there's a lot of other men.
Loads of us.
Their parents went through the same sort of shit. People even had it worse than my mum. You know what I'm saying? But I have to take my hat off to her because she come to London, she didn't really know anyone, and she set up her whole base of what she's got now. And if you see the way my family, this is all from her coming and taking a chance and just being strong and having no choice, not having no internet, not having no one to turn to, not having no help more time. You know what I'm saying? This is how it was in 1981 or 1982. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a joke. You know what I'm saying? So she moved to London.
You're the jungle, mate.
Exactly.
You're the fucking jungle,
Like my mum don't, if you met my mum, you would never even, she don't come across like that. She's oblivious to what she did. And that's why I'm like, I rate them oblivious women from back in the day.
She's gone with it. She's gone with it. It's like for me,
now it's so easy to complain.
No, people in the fucking jungle
not
like,
do anything about it.
It's too hot. You're in the fucking jungle, mate. I'll go pick my mosquito. You're in the jungle, bro.
Come too easy
fight.
to complain.
You've got to fight. Fight. This is life.
I'm not that harsh. I'm not that harsh.
No, but you have to fight. Some people I don't like it. You have to fight. A lot of people don't want to fight now. They want to be given to them. And then when they don't get given to them, they're upset about that as well. It's bullshit. Life is about fighting.
And going back to it, especially from a male point of view, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll discipline my nephews and the family. I'll discipline them at birthday parties. Not in a way but just to make them know this ain't shit.
Don't forget who you are.
Yeah, because I'll see my mum, my auntie, and they're just letting them do their fuckery. And I'm allowed to swear.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, and they're like, oh, that's a bit much. And I'm, no, it's not a bit much because remember me when and then they're like, okay, we don't want him to be like how you was. But I'm like, the reason he ain't like that is because he's got a few male figures. I never had the male figures. Going back to it. So I'm 2 years old. My mum moved to London. She met up with my sister's dad. And they stayed together for a long time, but he was never my dad. He was my stepdad.
But he was about.
And he raised me. Now we get on like a house on fire.
Yeah, because he was a real man.
But as a young
he's fighting against it.
I was fighting against it. I was very mischievous. I wasn't naughty. But I used to go to school and do foolish shit.
I need to get a pen with you. You're just hitting some gems and I don't want to forget them.
I'll give it to you quick.
Well, no, because what I want to say, because I don't want to miss out. What I want to say is what you just said about you stepping in, It's important.
This is something you got a pen, Chris? I'm so glad you've hit this.
No, it's important. It's important. You know why it's important? Pass me that bag, please. Sorry, you know why it's important? Because this is what's gonna happen. This is what happens, See, right now, when you got a family and you got men in the family, and you got these events you're talking about, and you see the kids misbehaving, doing silly little things. If you don't step up and say something to them and check them and show them what's right from wrong and wrong from right within your thing, what will happen is when they go and kill someone or go to prison or rape someone, forgive all these things I'm saying, or rob a bank or whatever, it'll be because the men in the family never stepped up. Even if they got a dad in the family or not, there's men in the family and it's your job to step up. And if you don't step up, when this happens, then the women will be calling you to come in, and sometimes it's too late.
People got short
It's too late, they'll call you to sort it out.
I've got very short memories because as I was going back to, if it wasn't for my sister's dad, who I didn't really get on with at a very young age, before the age of 10, if it wasn't for him, me being fear of the licks or fear of whatever reprimand he had, I don't know where I'd be now. Or I don't know where my life would have gone. You know what I'm saying? One time.
You wouldn't have any structure. You wouldn't know right from wrong. You wouldn't understand the ramifications or accountability. I mean, where we came from, I'm glad you're sitting across the table from me, but people got lost between the cracks. Certain people got with the wrong girl, didn't have their own yard, the girl turned them mad. Some people with the wrong friends, they go to jail. Other people drugs and stuff. But people that have had the family, not that it will stop you from doing these things, had almost a little opportunity of winning with all these adverse things that were getting thrown at you, and someone to go back to and say like,
stronger foundation.
Yeah,
of course.
And it's important, and this is what is not there right now. Everyone's out for themselves. The government has made it bad for you to smack children, bad for you to reprimand people. You can't tell no one nothing about what they're doing.
The government made it harder for people to kind of just have their own way of thinking. It's all about this is how we do things in the UK.
Sheep.
Yeah, this is how we do things in the UK. Your kids are allowed to run up and down and shoot catapults at parties, but no one can tell them off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the other way around. I'm like, if I go to jail for giving my kids licks, it won't be one of the worst things to be in jail in. And that's what I tell the kids. The kids know, they're smart. The kids will tell you, you're not allowed to hit us now. You can go to prison. That's what the kids will tell you now.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, you know what? I'll be in prison. I don't want to go to jail.
No, you're not going to jail ever.
I'm the kind of right. A woman will hear that and be like, step back and be like, rah, and just let the kid carry on. Where I'll be like, mate, I'll be in prison. I'll be unhappy, but I will not let you.
I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, more time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, shit, I don't want to go to jail, and I won't hit you either. But at the same time, you have to know you're not gonna. This shit ain't gonna slide more time.
Yeah.
And it's different now. Even my daughter, she's 8 years old, but I tell her the shit you get away with, I couldn't do that at 8 years old. So you count your lucky stars.
But you know what it is for me, Stedy, as well. Cause I have to be careful because you talk very fast. I don't want to miss anything because there's so much beautiful gems. I'm gonna talk fast as well. But what I'm gonna say to you is, if we've been made to do this now, the government separated the family. There's people within the family who don't want uncles or whatever to tell their kids nothing. Mums don't, the dads don't want the baby fathers, baby mothers. There's a disparity between baby mothers and baby fathers. So the baby mum want to control, make sure the dad don't have any sort of input just because of their own personal thing. Bruv, listen now. These people attributed to Mother Nature now. These fucking kids out in the jungle where we've learned where Johnny got killed by that plant. Mildred got killed by that lion. No, wait, let me finish what I'm saying to you. Let me finish. Mildred got finished by that lion, whatever. You fell down a pothole. If we can't teach our children the things we've learned, like all the pitfalls and the dangers in this jungle, they'll fall prey to them. Our children are supposed to learn from our mistakes and not fall prey from them. Like animals, show and other younger animals, don't eat this, don't go down here, don't go, because it equals death. Do you know what I'm saying? Right now, we can't pass the messages on because the kids don't want to listen because they're
not allowed to.
They're disillusioned. They're being brainwashed. There's a buffer in between us. We can't reprimand them. So they're falling down pitfalls where they shouldn't be. They're suffering things where they shouldn't be suffering. Stuff that we've learned from them. They should learn from our mistakes and we should be evolving. But you see the rich people or whatever, or certain people, they're teaching their kids and they're getting all this stuff. They're not making the same mistakes. But there's kids making 1945 mistakes right now because they don't want to listen to no one that's older than them because they think they know better.
And what are we being told not to tell them?
Not to tell them. It's fucked, bro.
It's crazy.
It's fucked, bro. How can you win with that?
No.
How can you win with that?
You can't win with it, but then you can always...
Not as a youngster.
Rather than me being... Because a lot of guys go through the same thing we're going through. You're not allowed to do that, or no, or you're being too harsh, or it's 2020. And I fight against that more time. But a lot of guys just and they just, cool, I'm going to carry on drinking my drink and you know what I'm saying? A lot of people...
Because that will come back and bite you in the arse later on, bro.
There will be a lot of regret and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, more time. Later on, you know what I'm saying? Because people will say to me now, if it wasn't for Errol, that's my stepdad, you would have been da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I say,
of course.
Well, this is why I'm trying to make sure my nephews, my brothers, my son don't go through the same shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say
like,
to you.
Nah, they're not like you. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I went outside, when I was 16, 15, my mum knew what I was doing.
Yeah, no one knows.
And I'm trying to get to the stage where now I can see what my nephews are doing. I want to be in control. Or at least let them know that there's...
You can't be in control.
Not control,
but you got to give them advice.
But you know what I mean. But like, because there's going to be a stage, I'm not going to see what these guys are going to be doing.
Yeah. You want your voice to be there in their head.
Yeah,
that's what I would say. You want their voice to be there.
So while they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, let me do what I'm doing. Let me do what I'm doing until it's like... you went too far, and it's never gonna be too far. I'm never gonna step too far because I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? More time.
You gotta get them in with you though. You can't. Sometimes you gotta get them with you.
Slowly. I'll pick up my nephew now. I'll just turn up. I'll take him to school. I'll do little things more time. But going back to me, very mischievous youth growing up. Not naughty, but mischievous. Always getting suspended from school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
I'm laughing at you, guys.
I'm being because that was the initial question. I'm not going too far.
You are. I want you to put the break. I want you to put the brakes. No, I want you to put the brakes. For me, this is for me. This is Ayo's Fawole's interview. Not Stedy or the wizard. Okay? No.
The question you asked, you haven't answered.
Let me ask you that. Let me ask you that. So, when you was in primary school. What do you remember from primary school? I want to know. You said you was mischievous. You was getting in trouble.
Always,
like, how? Cause me and you the same, bro.
Things, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go on.
Putting pins, you know them little pins, putting them on teachers' chairs.
Yeah. And then sit on it.
Yeah, who done it?
And then wait.
Like people pointing you out in the class, like it's only him, like foolish, like fighting. I was always fighting.
When you used to get in trouble, how did you feel? Like, because you knew that putting the pin there was a trouble. You're going to pay trouble for that.
No, there was something wrong with me, growing up.
No, there was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing.
No, because it's like, no, because the moment I get in trouble, I'm feeling like, what? Like the world's crumbled. Like, why did you do all of this shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then when someone asks you, you're in trouble, why? I could never answer why.
Stedy, you know what that's done for me now? I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. Why do you do it? And I can't answer why. So I'll tell you before I do it. Or whenever I'm doing things now, I know what I'm doing, and people think I'm honest. I am honest, but I'm just vindicating that why, and I can't answer it.
But I won't answer that now because when someone younger, not even my family, when someone younger than me does something that I've done before or something I've seen, one, I can read your face. Two, I've been there already, and three, I don't need to ask you what you've done. I kind of know how you're feeling.
Yeah,
I know everything. I've done exactly what you've done more time.
Yeah.
More time.
That why question's redundant, isn't it?
Explain to me like what brought that on.
Yeah.
How you're feeling more time.
Yeah.
Don't ask a man why he did that. Ask a kid or especially a child. How do you feel after you've done that? And that would have been more easy.
That's what I asked. Yeah, that's what I asked.
You just put a pin on the
teacher's chair.
You got caught. They grasped you up. The teacher sat on it. She's in pain. You're in trouble now. You're in the head teacher's office.
Yeah. How'd you feel that?
What made you do that, and how do you feel now? Because you're in trouble anyway.
Accountability. That's what somebody used to do.
You're not getting out of trouble, but we'd like to know how you feel.
Yeah. Do you like what's going on
Kids
right now?
Kids don't get that.
They don't.
Kids don't get that. It's unheard of. You're in trouble and that's it. And now Highbury Grove is called something else now. My nephew goes there. They're putting them in isolation, fam. I want them out of this school. They've got an isolation room. I don't know how big it is, which is cubicles, fam. So my nephew keeps telling me, they put me in isolation today. I'm like, what do you mean isolation? Oh, there's a big room, and I got in trouble while I was in isolation. I'm like, wait, so tell me what this room's about. He goes, it's basically a room with cubicles, and when you're in trouble, you sit in the room, but you can hear your brethren next door. What? It sounds like jail to me. Of course it is. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So this is what, when my nephew told me, it's the same reaction. I said, what? Yeah, isolation. So I was like, and Highbury Grove's already got a bad name anyway, you know what I'm saying? So basically, they've got a room. When they're naughty at school, they put them in these little rooms, cubicles. They're not like, the door ain't locked, so they can come out anytime, but it's just they have to sit there, basically. So they're not with the class, and it's little cubicles. But now, you can hear your brethren. Trevor or George, who you've been naughty with, is sitting next to you. So while you're sitting in this box, supposed to be quiet, doing whatever you're doing, your brethren's next door, and you're talking to him, and you're getting in more trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because my nephew's getting in trouble while he's in this room, in this isolation room where it's supposed to be. But I'm like, you shouldn't even be in that room there. If like, you know what I'm saying? Detention's one thing. They're telling you you're going to isolation. You know what I'm saying? More time. He's first year, year 7. He's 11 and 12 years old. So this is what he's growing into. Every time I get into trouble, I have to sit in isolation. Get used to that, cause that's where. And I'm not trying to have my nephew who's 12 think that that's okay. I get in trouble, then they put me in a box.
So what?
I've already told my sister that we need to take him out of that school more time, and she's already made process.
Is it? But would you think? But that is good to be able to have that thing of that infrastructure of you both fighting for him. But do you not think that, like, because this is what I find. You see, they do that to kids who they know they can do it to. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, like, if you, I'm not casting aspersions as to how you got dealt with. But my thing is, if I go down to school now and they ask you, okay, so why was my son in isolation? Because some people might have the opportunity to get him out. I'm saying for other people, why did you put my son in isolation? And they know, because some of these kids, they're getting sidelined because no one will go down and fight for them or talk for them. The school will think, they ain't got no one in the corner.
No.
But if you go down there and say, yo,
has been down there, and it's a thing.
Certain people, if you say, yo, like, explain to me why, they'll know. I'm not the thing, but they'll know that they better have a good fucking reason.
Not everyone's gonna care.
No, I know.
I guarantee certain kids go home to their parents. Say, I was in isolation.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but brother, I can't tell you about other. I know about my picnic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying,
word.
for anyone out there, think about your picnic them because you can't deal with what's in front of you.
Word.
I'm
And
saying,
when I hear that straight away, I'm
down there.
no, I'm like, he needs to come out of this school straight away.
Sometimes the school needs to be told,
Course.
like, excuse me, hold on,
Should be doing
pump your
that.
brakes. Don't do that to him because he's got family.
Yeah, of course.
He's got this, he's got that. And I'm just saying to you, like, because this is what's happened to
It
me.
sounds like it's a
when I
rule
was
in
young,
the school.
I was
Yeah, of
suspended,
course.
expelled from every single everywhere I've been, bro. Excluded, suspended, expelled. We've spoken about it here. Homemade explosives, extortion,
It wasn't that bad.
No, bro. I'm talking about a penny bomb.
No.
I'm talking about a penny bomb.
Word,
So you
word,
talking about
word.
cats.
No.
You know about penny, you know about penny
I know,
bomb.
you lick it down.
Yeah, you lick it down. So
Yeah,
they
I
put
know.
this in homemade explosives. It's the caption. Someone owed me a pound. They come with 30p. I want my pound. They come with 30p again.
Where did you go? Holloway, if you don't
I went to. Is it agreement? I went to Grafton. This is Grafton Primary School. Got done for extortion.
okay.
They come with 30p. I go, no. Now you owe me £2. I didn't realise what I was doing. I was a young man. But then. I'm not proud of it, but I was young. I was like 7 or whatever. The kid broke down in tears. I'm not going to school because I was taking my money.
At that
this
age,
is extortion. Just find out what makes the kid tick. Try and understand the child, and then help them to grow.
Yeah, of course.
Help them to grow. This is your life's your life, Stedy, and this is what you said about we're opening up gems for other people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people out there need to do. It makes sense.
I believe a lot of school teachers don't have their own children.
Of course not.
That's one thing. So
They're
it's
still
like,
children themselves.
You're going into work with kids and you ain't got your own skill. You know how much my own family kids frustrate me. So imagine that, like sometimes, but I'll hold it in. So imagine you've got to go and teach 30 youths you don't know and 5 of them are naughty. You know how frustrating that's gonna feel,
bro.
They shouldn't be doing this job. No. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to.
You're right.
I always consider how I don't just trying to be selfish and be like these teachers or these police. I always think. But then I think when I do consider how, I just think you're in the wrong job or you're in the wrong field.
You're in the wrong
field.
There's 2 things there. There's 2 things there for me. You're absolutely right. You're in the wrong field. I don't think they pay them enough.
Word.
For something that is so fundamental to the entirety of the whole nation, or for the fundamental moving forward of the human race, like they don't pay them enough.
It's true.
Like, or there's not enough influence.
Lapse with
lapse with the thing. There's not enough celebration or accolades for this teacher because these people are setting kids up for life. What happens there is important. Listen what I'm saying to you. They are because they're setting them up or they're pulling them down. Because if you look at people who've got £5 note, they make sure the kid goes to private school. They're learning languages when they're in nursery. They're going to a private school. The private school's telling you can do anything. You're a superhuman. Anything you want to put your mind to, you could do. These things are reinstated in these schools. They're brainwashed in the right way.
Though, I'm saying.
The private schools are stuff like that.
Is it in green? Because they weren't
private schools, bro.
Sorry. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like people will pay for your.
That's why you pay.
That's why they pay. Do you know what I'm saying? And that will give you. If you want to go and look at the schools where all the people are coming from. No, but if
what happens is just having a good school. It don't have to be private. You know what I'm saying? No, I hear what you're saying.
What happens is having a good area.
That school's a good school. It ain't private. It might have a little bit of a waiting list. Same like I say, I wish it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good school. It still is a good school.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want a private school, but if you got in, you had good prospects.
Money, bro. Because should we break it down, yeah? All right. Every kid that goes through, they get money for. But every kid that goes through unit, they get money for too, bro. See what I'm saying? If you want to have winners, you got to have losers. See what I'm saying? If they can't fill the quota on this exam things, okay, they'll fill the quota. They're practically preparing your nephew for fucking jail, bro.
Can't do that. Not now.
No, they're gonna do it to him. But that system.
I know. I see what you're saying.
That system is preparing people for jail. You do wrong, you go here. We're not gonna talk to you about why you did wrong. We're not gonna try and rectify it. We're just gonna label you.
Yeah. That's what it is.
That's what it is, bro.
I couldn't believe my ears.
Sorry. That's what it is.
Isolation at
11,
12 years old.
So you're actually, what's happening is they're separating you from then. Okay, prisoner, prison officer maybe. You know, like they're separating you when you're young. Nah,
labeling you, not really trying to help your situation.
And every time you talk,
the joke of it is, he ain't even naughty. He's just he'll be the loud one, or he's not a naughty kid
which could be used for a lot of good things in this day and age. If he's channeled,
I've set him up now. He's got his little gaming channel, and we're trying to, you know what I'm saying, do things that he likes to do. You know what I'm saying, but he's not a naughty child. If he was a naughty child, then I'd be like, you know what? I'd say, you know what? You need, like, I'll proper be on him. But where I know what the issues are, and it's just more time. He's loud, or you know what I'm saying, he's not a naughty child. I don't even think he's mischievous. I think he doesn't use his mind more than anything. You know what I'm saying, more times. So certain times I have to tell him, no, pipe down, man. Like, there's all these kids and I can hear you. You know what I'm saying? More time. And there's younger kids than you and you're the biggest one and you're the loudest. Relax, you know what I'm saying? More time. Where a teacher won't know that. They're not giving you pipe down or just relax for a bit. They're straight away, you're in trouble. Wow, you're noisy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to him, now you stood out to the teachers, you're always going to stand out, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to... so until you change it around, you're really good. You stand out, oh shit, I'm not standing out because I'm noisy or because I'm always doing something foolish. It's because I'm good. That's the only way you're going to change it around. If you can't do that, you might as well come out to school from now before you get expelled or suspended. Because when you get expelled or suspended, going into your next school, that's always on your...
So he can back, if he comes out, with his back. But I believe what you're doing is fantastic. And helping him understand himself is great. And I don't think I really understood myself until I was in my 30s. Like, so, no, it's just true.
You don't understand it young.
Yeah, everyone can do whatever. But when it's only when you get to that point of understanding, and then like yourself, you're now appreciating the benefits of the lessons that Errol taught you. But at the time you wasn't. But now you can see what it is. And sometimes this is how life is. You don't see to a certain point. And we're lucky. We're lucky we get to the point where we can see. Some people don't reach the point where they can see, They do the one thing when they're loud in the wrong place, but you know what I mean? I wish nothing bad on no one. But I'm saying they don't get as lucky as us. Do you know what I mean?
Up close and front.
Yeah, me too. Like even my personality, I've been through some scrapes, but I'm good, I'm blessed and all sorts of shit. But you know, like even intelligence sometimes, huh?
Yeah, you know the difference.
Yeah, even intelligence sometimes they be all right, you know what, hold on. Oh, sweet, mate, I'm going to go away. Let me put your hands up. You know what's what and what's not.
Of course. Well, going back to being at school. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, you go.
No, because going back to being at school, because growing up being like, I was just always in trouble. Always, like, as you say, this is foolishness though. Well, now it's not foolishness. Like, you shouldn't put pins on people's teeth. Like, I used to spit in teachers' tees and shit like that. Foolish shit. You know what I'm saying? And
you used to spit in people's
teachers. Not
what did they do
nasty bad habits, man. I'm an 80s, 90s youth. I'm
an 80s like you. I never spat in no one's teeth.
I never made an explosive, so it's like
shit, you look like Shane.
No, not very Shane. But we all did crazy. No, I'm saying we're different kettle of fish, bro.
Yeah. I was messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you.
It was different, innit? We used to do foolish things, like smash teachers' cars.
No, I haven't done that either.
Foolish things.
Yeah, strange. Yeah, silly stuff. But you went to Hyper Grove?
No, I went to Laycock Primary School.
Yeah.
On Laycock.
I know Laycock.
Bad school for youths. That's one thing. I'm talking primary school where all the youths are bad. Yeah.
You ain't bad, man.
We'll go to Laycock School back in '83, and you'll see a playground full of bad youths all fighting.
Okay, can I just say that
I'm breaking it down to you.
Yeah, no, I'm breaking it down for you, right?
How my mum saw it.
Yeah, I can say to you, like, these youths are not bad. They're over mature, they're overactive, they're intelligent enough to know how to manipulate their surroundings. So when you're not
nowadays,
the Laycock guys, when you can't stimulate someone, they do what the fuck they want to do. Think about it, they're smart. They were smart enough to do what they want to do. They wasn't conforming because everyone wants everyone to conform. If they weren't conforming, they were called bad. They make you bad.
I'm saying it's bad. I'm saying it's bad.
No, I know, and I'm saying to you.
When I look at the school back in the day, and I'm remembering how we used to behave. It was like
you was outspoken.
No, I'm saying the school in general. Me, I fitted into Laycock.
I
was cool at Laycock because there was so many naughty youths around, man.
But what was naughty to you then? What is your definition of
naughty?
Fighting
every playtime, like fighting every taper and just being rude and obnoxious
to
in general.
But
at
okay,
that young age.
But you got
under 10.
Okay, so under 10.
I don't forget it.
What's under 10? What's happening? You're finding your place in the world. No, you're finding your place in the world.
You're not supposed to be out every lunch, nicking milks. You know the little milks.
But you're finding your place in the world. If you've got that concentration of energy of like being able to take, because you're taking risks. That's risk.
No. One thing I do remember about my first primary school, Laycock, is not getting in trouble too much for the shit that we did.
Do you want a water?
I'm alright. Yeah, I wouldn't say no actually. Thank you. Cheers. I don't remember getting in trouble much, and that's why my mum says you coming out of this school because you look. And I don't want to name some names because they're Islam brothers. That I don't want to put them in shade, but she's like, you're coming out of the school because my man, and you're always and the teachers just let you do it. And that's what Laycock was. It seemed.
Primary school talk about.
Primary.
Name some names, man.
No. I ain't going to put them on shade. They're probably trying to forget that lifestyle.
Put them on blast.
But yeah, I remember mum saying, coming out of that school, I'm sending you to a Catholic school down the road, off Caledonia Road, Blessed Sacrament. Uniform and better behaviour and you can go to church and so she was like one them ones so she sent me there and I ain't gonna lie, I went there for a couple of years and it picked me up a bit. it made me say, you know what, you're in a uniform now. You're not at Laycock no more. You need to relax. You know what I'm saying? You've had many warnings.
Are you uniform school?
I went to primary school, you know what I'm saying? But it was a difference from being at Laycock, scruffy, fighting every lunchtime, to, you know what, we're going to go to a school where you wear a uniform, you put on a shirt, you put on a tie, you know what I'm saying? It's a church school, so you have to do the art, religious education, and you have to go to church on a Sunday. Plus I had my sister's dad saying, you better not mess up. You've been doing in Laycock, you ain't going to go there. So I went to Blessed Sacrament. I went Blessed Sacrament, and I behaved for a little while. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie. I remember being in the school thinking, it's not so bad behaving, because I felt like behaving was a chore. Not a chore, but it's like I felt like being naughty came easy, and anytime I behave, I wasn't being myself. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. When people said I'm just about to say my name. Stedy's been good today. If someone say to me as a you, yeah, he's been good today, I always felt, you're mugging it. I'm not supposed to be good. It's a weird feeling as a youth. From very young, I didn't like it if someone complimented me and said, he's been good. Especially if they say it to my mum, they'd be, your son's been good today, because I was not known for being bad, but I was always doing something. So if they say, he's been good, it means that I've either been quiet, I'm ill, or something's wrong with me. And I always felt like, why are you saying that? And that always made me feel like, let me do something. Pull my sister's hair or do something, because they just said I was good. I was that you. I was so mischievous. There was no reason for some of the shit. Most of the shit I used to do.
Attention?
I think that was main. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm getting there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want to break it down quickly. So going from being in Laycock, bad school, to good school, I kind of said, you know what, be good for a bit, man. You know what I'm saying? Relax. Got new friends. Catholic school, cool. I don't know. It went wrong. I got to about, if I left Laycock at like 7 or 8, I got to about 9, 10, just before I was ready to go into the behaviour from Laycock.
Can I ask you a question? And you as well.
And this is the most, you're thinking like, I know this guy much more than I ever known him now, innit?
Always happens. But can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Do you think now what we class as misbehaviour especially because I can talk for black youths, young black men and that, right, where your fathers ain't around, could it just be misconstrued as cries for attention and help and direction? You want someone to actually literally sit down with you.
Not so much direction, definitely attention.
Sit down with you and do that.
Most of the time it's unnecessary, because you don't need it. Like, more time, we find the right people, they'll give you the right attention you need.
Yeah, I'm saying, so sorry to cut you. I mean, you know, like because you're that young, and you can't have the comprehension you have right now. Mm-hmm. It's like almost like if you go even lower, when you're baby, you're hungry, you cry. It's natural. You just do it. So you say you don't know why you were so mischievous, but it could have been the natural reaction for you to get what you needed. Do you know what I mean? To get what you was lacking, and that's how your body reacted to get what you lacked. Do you know what I mean, bro? I remember being like that as well. My dad went around
because I see my nephew's.
And you don't want him to suffer.
He's got 2 little younger brothers and sisters from a different father, and I think maybe he's going through what I was going through with my little younger sister.
Yeah, and that conversation.
I always have it with him.
Yeah, it's good.
He talks to me, rings me, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm getting through to him. But I didn't ever have an older uncle to speak to.
It didn't matter. Someone just to be there and talk to and generally be invested in you.
Yeah, so
else you react and act out. And
you do a lot of the time, and it's lucky that I've had like mans around me that are like older brothers more time. You know what I'm saying? More time, because if it wasn't for that, it's like you kind of watch what men are doing, even if they're not around you all the time. You kind of say, you know what, he's respectable, or he's doing his thing, or he looks good, or he's not out here doing fuckery, and I don't need to follow that route. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a lot of youths, all they see is the big fraudster or the big drug shot, and that's all they have.
They're the ones that sound the loudest.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the ones who are going to lawyers and like just minding their own business. They got more money than the other guy, but they mind their own business. The other guys want to show off. Look, man, man.
But then there's guys out there, rather than busting,
made 10 bags, man.
Rather than busting them and saying, you know what, even if I did do it like that, I'm gonna help you do it another way.
Yeah,
they're saying, no, man, here, come on road, or take this food and bust me back when you can, and I'm like, that's like, it's so the easy way out. You know what I'm saying? More time, and it's the hard way out because it only makes you.
Glad you added that at the end.
Yeah, no. I'm saying
glad you added that at the end.
No, it's the easy way out for them guys there. Not for the younger guys, for the older man that don't want to help them. What's the word I'm looking for? Evolve.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More time.
It's the easy door to walk through. what's on the other side is not nice, bro.
Nice at all.
It's not easy.
Not nice at all.
With all the money, all the whatever you comes with it, this comes with so much problems. It's not worth the price. The
nice at all,
price is
man.
printed on at all.
Yeah, of course.
So primary school, you was getting in a
So
lot of
yeah, I
trouble.
started
You
to get
moved
into trouble
the
again. I moved to the uniform school. I thought I was good.
No, I'm being too good.
I thought the pin and the T. That all happened at the.
But so you
second school.
spit in a tea, yeah?
I'm just thinking of little things. People still see me today and say, "I remember when he spat in Miss Murphy's tea."
So
Literally today,
that's an
something
answer to my
I'll never
question.
be able to get away from.
So
but
you
I'm not proud of that.
you
But certain
told
people like find it hilarious. Like that's their lifetime. Like they're never gonna forget when I was 10 years old and I done that.
you
know what I'm
told
saying?
people about it.
I didn't tell no one about it.
But they saw
a couple
it.
people saw me. Teachers got out of the class for a second. A couple of people saw me do it. There's haters in the class as well. Remember, I'm not everyone's friend in the class, you know what I'm saying? So, and there's a big fucking...
Lurgy,
floating around in her
did she
tea.
drink it?
She went to drink it and someone's... Spat in your tea, miss. And she's looked down and she's seen, like, obviously...
Wow.
And then you're in trouble again more time. And obviously...
Get your black ass to the headmaster.
I'm surprised I lasted all that way until year...
If you did that today, you'd be gone.
You'd be gone in an instant, bro. And this is what I'm saying, the stuff for my nephew's getting in trouble for.
It's rubbish.
If I was back in the day, I wouldn't be getting in trouble. They would just be blighting me, if you know what I mean. And that's what I'm saying. Not just parents have mellowed out, the system in general has mellowed out, and it's made not to fail you, but just to make you seem like if you ain't conforming, you're on the other side more time. There's a lot of people going units. They don't need to go unit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they were supposed to go. Like, it was inevitable that you was disrupting the class. So you couldn't be in a class. That's why they wanted to send me to unit, because it was like, he's very intelligent, very smart, but his naughtiness overshadows that. They don't care how smart this guy is. His naughtiness will overshadow that. You know what I'm saying? One time. So, same thing. I survived all the way up to... Year 5, which is the last year at school, isn't it? Year 5, year 6, sorry.
I never made it, but go on.
Then there was like, you're at a Catholic school, and I wanted to go to St. Aloysius, which was a very strict school back then. Nice.
Good school.
Very, very. At the time, it was the best school in Israel.
Excuse me.
There's like, you're very smart, very smart, very smart. But you know what? We've got a long list of shit guy's been doing one more time. I remember it was a big deal.
Your shit list.
Because all my friends are going to St. Aloysius. All of them, 6, 7 kids from my class are going to St. Aloysius. A couple went like St. Richard's, stuff. But most of them are going to Aloysius. So I'm like, I want to go Aloysius as well. And they're like, oof, he's smart, but he's naughty. And we're not having this shit in our school one time. And I remember, I think my school even said, look, give him a chance. Give him a chance. Come on, he's smart. They allowed me. They let me come into school. And my mum was happy. Yeah, I'm going to buy you all this new uniform. The green blazer.
Yeah, my kids went there, innit?
Same thing. I was in the school for a couple of weeks. I was good. The behaviour came back. You know what I'm saying? This is secondary now, so it's a bit serious. And that same thing I see my nephew going through. But I'm in Aloysius doing foolishness, stealing, doing all sorts of rubbish shit. It wasn't serious, like fighting, stealing.
Just get involved in bullshit.
Just foolishness stuff that I actually regret now thinking about. Is a lot of time wasted. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of more for my mum. She went through some bullshit like that I shouldn't have put her through.
Bro, you do realise, like, you're free to feel however you want to feel. But if you hadn't gone through everything you've been through, you wouldn't be the person sitting over across the table today.
Word.
So you couldn't be the person that is there for... Yeah, no, that's what I said. That's what I said. It's whether you're right to feel however you want to feel. That's what I said first. But I'm just saying, you do understand that if you hadn't gone through everything, you couldn't even be telling your nephew what you're telling him.
Yeah, no, it's true.
And it's certain other thing, and there's certain things like you might be upset.
As much as I regret a lot of things, I'm kind of glad it went that way.
You might have upset what you put your mum through, but you might realise that just because of certain choices you made, you know, that sliding doors, where you put your mum through that, you got in trouble for this, that stopped you from going out certain times. That day you might have got stabbed, you might have killed someone. Everything's happened how it's supposed to happen. And that's all I'm saying. Like, there's so many things that have happened, and it's just everyone you look at how you look at it. But I'm just saying, the person sitting across the table from me, the person that stopped me in the street a couple months back, turned back their script, the person that brought me down to the studio, fucking OG, bro.
Respect, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying? No, OG, bro. No, I know, but I'm just trying to say to you, OG, bro. Person that crushed their back and can still walk. The person that's karate. You know what I'm saying?
Like 10 times.
No, yeah, and you're still walking, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's tenacity, that's strength, that's power, that's forward thinking, and you don't get that unless you go through stuff. You know, like they're constantly getting in trouble, constantly getting knocked back. It lets me know and some things ain't that important, something that's serious, and I've got the power to change things, and I can get into trouble and it's okay. Some people they're scared of the trouble. Do you know what I mean? You're not scared of it.
No.
So I'm just saying, I don't take read some more of your story.
not being scared is a blessing and a curse. Not
Yeah,
being scared. It's
yeah.
a blessing. It's a big blessing that I'll never ever say I don't want.
Yeah.
But at the same time, sometimes
Better fucking believe it.
It puts you in shit that's like, fucking hell, I wish I was scared because I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
when you make it out the other side, you realise how strong I am coming out the other side.
Yeah, word. That's a great feeling. That's a
It's
great
mad,
feeling.
bro.
But then going into secondary school,
Go
I
on.
ain't gonna lie, 12 years old.
Go on.
I'm with who's in my class? Charlie Slough.
I don't know him.
He's a DJ, big DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Probably do know him, but I don't know.
Danny Botang.
I know
the
Danny.
footballer. So
Yeah,
I'm in
yeah.
class with big characters anyway. If you know Danny Botang from the ends and you know Charlie Slough, these are big characters, even at 11 and 12.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm in a and I would say I'm a big character, but I'm matching them more time. You know what I'm saying? So it was already like, oh shit, and I didn't know them, but I've come to their class and it's like, pow, and then you kind of, okay, you're like me, and and then you start clicking, and that was because it's like. It was a blessing to go to school and be friends with certain man, but then it spiraled because I started to just not do my work at school. I started to just going to school to misbehave, getting Saturday detentions and shit in your uniform, that dirty green blazer, having to get on a bus 8 o'clock to
My
go.
kids go there now.
They're still doing Saturday detentions.
My kids don't go. My kids don't go to the detentions.
Saturday,
right.
If you didn't go, you're suspended. Back in the day, the school
No.
was so strict.
They don't get.
Oh, they don't get detention.
Yeah, they don't get
Okay,
detention
my
like that. One of my boys gets detention, but his mum writes him letters out of it all the time. But yeah, go on.
But I started getting into problems, and I'm 5 months in the school, and I remember them saying, "You got one more chance." And I can't remember what I did, but they called my mum in and said, he's out of it. He's expelled. 6 months, first year. And I remember my mum was in.
You got expelled in the fucking first year.
Yeah. I'm just breaking it down. I used to do
You
shit.
done better than me,
But I remember I was always.
I got suspended.
No,
I got expelled at the end of it, but
I
not
remember St. Lucia's
first
was
year.
very strict. So you would have been able to get away with other stuff in other schools that you couldn't do in St. Lucia's, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I remember 6 months in.
No, it was Catholic, innit?
Yeah, but they were very strict, man. I don't think they're as strict as they are now, but they was very strict. And just to get me in that school was a big deal. I remember they always used to keep reminding me, yeah, you shouldn't be in. We didn't really want
At the
you.
school?
Yeah.
Wankers.
We gave a chance on you. You've taken someone's place.
So that was always on your record anyway.
You've taken someone's space. We could have had someone else
kind
in the
of thing
school.
is that to do? Who teachers are telling you this?
12 years old, 11 years old.
Teachers are telling you this?
Yeah. I remember
Fuckers.
he teaching you to say shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But
Wankers.
it never used to resonate on me because I used to think, yeah, well, I've taken someone's space and I am messing around. And I used to own my shit. I never used to think, oh, you're picking on me. Like, I never ever once thought.
You brought into the narrative, innit?
Yeah, I just thought, like, why did you just do what you just did? It was always after. You know what I'm saying? More time. So they kicked me out more time. So I remember my mum was in tears in the head teacher's school, and that killed me just to see her. Oh no,
Crying, yeah.
because that time there when I got expelled from in first year, she was proper upset more time, and I was like, nah, this can't run no more. I've been putting my mum through shit my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So I remember we went home. She didn't want to chat to me for ages, more time, and then I didn't go to school for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I remember sitting at home. I remember getting bored quickly. As much as I used to go to school and be naughty, I love school. I like being at school more time.
So it was
It's
our
weird.
so
you're
socials.
fucking up your shit. You're going to school messing up.
You
You're
realise
doing all
what
the
ma-
mad thing. But then you just spent 3-4 weeks at home first
Enough,
year.
you realise how boring
It's
and
halfway
lonely-
through the year,
lonely.
and you're like, Ross, no friends, no nothing. And you more time, I'm going to pick up my mum some milk from the school, and I'm seeing my brethren go to school, and you don't go to school no more. I'm not allowed like more times. Like, that wasn't a nice feeling more time. Then I'm like, all right, mum, I'm ready to behave. Send me Holloway Boys or send me Highbury Grove. She's like, no. You think you're going Highbury Grove because you got friends there? All right, well, send me Holloway. You think you're going there? I know you know people there as well. You're not going there. So where am I going to go? She goes, you're going to a school with no uniform because I've just spent £200 on your
sake.
uniform. I remember £200 back then.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
like
and the uniform you can only
500
buy
now.
from certain places.
Yeah, that green blazer was over £100 alone. I remember. So back then, she's like, I'm not buying you no more uniform. You're going to Jewel. You know Jewel? Why you laugh? Come on. Let's be having it. Because a lot of shit happened in Jewel, man. It's not our story.
All over the machinery.
Because you know that school there, innit? For those that don't know, Jewel is a school in Islington. It's called Islington Arts and Media School. But Jewel is a school in Islington that if you're bad and you get expelled from 6 schools, they will still take you. That was Jewel. So you can get excluded from any school in Islington, But Juju will be like, come, we'll give you a chance.
I
That's what Juju was.
I used to. I told you I got suspended everywhere. Primary school, secondary school, everything. Like, I got suspended, right? But when it comes to going to secondary school, like, I couldn't get in nowhere as well.
Juju must have let you in.
No. I didn't want to go to Georgia.
Why not?
I didn't want to go to Georgia.
Why not?
Because Isn't Green let me in.
Okay, word.
I would have gone to Georgia last. That's why I'm laughing.
Isn't Green was another school. That
Isn't Green was much better than Georgia, man. Banging
school. It was a
school.
better school. It was just known for giving bad youths chances. They were. Juljua isn't Green. There's a few other units, but Juljua especially. I know I'm being in Juljua. I'm saying, I got expelled from Aloysius. A man are telling me they've been expelled from and I'm like, what, Juljua? And they're like, yeah, like it wasn't even hard to get into this school like, more time. So
do you think it was a good move for you?
I didn't want to go there. So
no.
Do you
think it was a good move for you?
You're going Juljua. I nearly started crying. No, don't send me there. Please, mum, begging. Year 7. Don't send me there. Send me to. She said no, because you want to be with. She kept naming my one friend that went Holloway. You just want to be with him, and he's I know his mum. She's told me you're not going there. So she proper like, I don't care what you say. You're going to Juljua, and more time. I've already made you're starting in 2 weeks. She was on more time. She knew the date. She's like, yeah, I've already got you in. You're in. So I'm pissed. The only thing that was enticing, it was a mixed school. I was like, all right. And I'm 12, 11, so I'm like, all right, cool. I get to be around some girls. You know what I'm saying? I went there unhappy, ain't gonna lie. I went to the school, in my first day, and then to be fair, that's the best thing that's ever happened to me in education, going to Juljua. And like, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't happy to go there. But I've met some of the best friends that are my friends now to this day. If I didn't go Juju, I wouldn't be friends with them, and they're still good. Like my solid friends that I've known 20 years plus, and the girls. Like you know what I'm saying. No. Real talk. That's where I learned about gal. It was you know what I'm saying, and it was just a good school. I liked it. A lot of guys I looked up to went to the school, and I had a good time for a few years. My bad behaviour, I'm mischievous, fitted in there because there was so many people around me that were on the same thing.
It was worse than you.
Worse than me. Gal were beating up boys. It was a bad school. People would walk into our school, rob you in front of the teacher, and walk out. It was that kind of school. So it was a weird school where they had to bring in security. It was just a bad school. It was really like, you know what I'm saying, more time. So my bad behaviour didn't get brushed on the carpet, but it was more like, you're with your clan now, more time. Or you're
like Centurions. You know Centurions?
What is that? Is that the girls with the hats?
Like the Centurions.
I've never watched that.
You never seen it before. You heard about them. You know about Centurions, isn't it?
What is that?
Some bad girl school, isn't it? Like, you know, like they would say, like Centurions. It was a school. It was a film that was based around a girls' boarding school, but they were bad breed. They were bad breed. Everything from the first years to the 5th years was into things. The 5th years were like lap dances, whatever. The 4th years were like they did they did bookies and shit. The 3rd years used to rob the bikes and rob thing. The next year down used to do something else, and the first years used to do whatever.
Anyone, if you do any interviews and anyone mentions Juju and they went there for longer than a year, ask them what that school was like. It was a mad school. Skinny man, all them man will tell you.
I don't really know, but when you say Juju, that's only that's what's in my head. It's Alex. It's in my head.
I fitted in there because of my mischief. I ain't gonna lie. Like other schools at that time, like now I could go in. Like you know what I'm saying, because I know myself. But I'm saying back then, I had to go to a school like that, Isn't Green or Juju. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to go there, but it's so fun that I was so. After a month, I realized, no, I'm so glad I didn't go Holloway. I probably would have went Holloway. The same thing happened. Get into trouble. You know what I'm saying? I lasted from the first year in Juju.
Jay and them was at Holloway. Was you at Holloway? Yeah, Jay, you would have met Jay at Holloway. You would have had something.
But it was a noise. It was like Highbury Grove didn't have a good name back in the day, nor did Holloway. You know what I'm saying? More time.
Post school, after school. So
I spent. I lasted till I got expelled from Juju a week before my GCSEs. They said, we've been putting up with your shit for 4 years.
Wow. So they did get expelled.
They expelled me. They goes, you can come and do your GCSEs, but you're out of here. We don't want to see you no more, man. You know what I'm saying?
Enough.
Yeah, you've just been.
How did that make you feel?
Borderline. I didn't care at that stage because I was like, well, yeah, as long as I can do they let me take my exams, so I can come into and school's finished. It was a few weeks left. It was like this time of the year, May, June, July, and they're expelling me. I'm like, well, and you let me do my exams? Safe in it more time. So I kind of I wasn't happy, but I wasn't sad more time. So did my exams, did my shit. Didn't really do well in. I got a few GCSEs here and there. I didn't Like, I feel like I could have been an A-star student if I'd have done my work. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like how my son and my daughter, they're very smart, and I think they get it from me, not knocking their parents. Not knocking them. No. Academically, my son and my daughter, they're very, very crazy academic. And I do believe that could have been me if I wasn't a mischievous fool at school.
But do you know what? Do you know what though, right? Do you know what it is for me, yeah? Right?
What are you going to say?
No, if it wasn't who you was at school, maybe they would be allowed to be who they are right now.
It's true. You can't.
And that's the long and short of it for me.
True.
Like when we was younger, people might not have taken that time to find out like the why you're doing it, or what you said earlier. Like why did you do that? Or how do you feel? How do you feel? Like, whatever you said, because then you could have articulated how you felt.
Will tell you the why.
But then what I'm saying, if you had got asked that question at the right time, you could have found out how you felt.
You feel like no one cares.
Understood what you was doing.
You feel like no one cares, and then you repeat.
And then applied yourself.
You know what I'm saying? When no one doesn't ask you a question, you go away, you
act it out. You act it out.
You take your punishment, but then you feel like no one don't really care. And that punishment was minor. I got licks or I got that, but you know what? I'm back.
No, you're still standing.
No, I'm saying this is.
No, you're still standing. You got punishment. You're still standing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You could be. I'm missing. I used to be the same as you, right? Boom. Fuck up. Oh shit, we're gonna tell your mum. Letter home. I was thinking about the other day. I used to intercept letters. You know, you can't intercept shit now. Fucking emails. But I used to intercept letters, bro. I used to fuck up at school. Know the timing. Know when the postman was coming. Everything.
We were built differently. The youth say we were built like that.
So I'm saying like, but that's the extent of how scared I would get. There was times. The first time I got scared, I got licked down. Like then I realised I could intercept the letters. So when the thing happened, I won't get scared. Okay, boom. I've got letters to intercept now. I ain't got a beat to get.
And then we were always, our minds were always ticking. You know what I'm saying?
Because so intelligent, but I'm saying because of all them things, you're protecting your little ones. You've shown them. No, you're protecting them. You've allowed them to be kids and do what they're doing. You're allowing your nephews. You're helping your nephew. You take your nephew. You're helping them, and because people never help facilitate your thing when you was younger, like the how or why you did it. Okay, look and listen. Okay, that's all good, but this is what we're gonna go and do now. Errol came in and helped you out, but just come. I don't want to do that. Okay, you don't do that, but you're still doing it, and you'll see the benefit for this later on in life. Do you know what I'm saying? There was no one done that, but you're doing that for your kids, which is why they can shine like superstars, bro. So don't ever forget it. No, don't ever know. But you gotta understand who you are, what you represent. Because all of us, we put ourselves down. Yeah, you got expelled. You got this, bro. You're fucking OG, OG, bro.
I don't mind. See, I feel like I don't even feel like I'm on a podcast. I feel like I'm telling someone.
Yeah, that's how it is, though. Yeah, that's how it is, though, bro.
About me.
We're talking, but that's how it is, bro. That's exactly how it is. But I'm just giving you back what you've told me, and for you to really see it and identify of who you are, what you do, what you represent. But you're a G, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about how important your family is. You're talking about the solidarity of your family. So you might have made your mum cry when you was fucking younger, but I bet you're making her smile now. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? No, you're doing it, bro. You done certain thing. You might have made your stepdad feel certain way when he was younger, bruv. You've just bang, bang.
It's so weird.
Might pull your sister's hair when you was younger, boy.
I respect him much more than I did when I was a youth.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Much more.
And this is what I need from people out there, even people that I know and love, to understand how powerful they are.
That naughty youth that did like he ain't my dad. Man say, I saw your dad. What that man? Ain't my dad. You see my dad? You better hail him and saying, car. You see him, you see me. Like more time. He's the guy that kept me honest. You know what I'm saying? And the way we get on now, people are like,
I know you understand.
People see me and like, I remember when he hated him, bro. And now look, like, I'm like, it needed to go that way.
Come on,
saying more time for me.
But you know that now. You know that now.
And even he must feel a way. What?
You might be with Cameron,
the rapper.
You might be Cameron a bit. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
You might be with Cameron a bit, man. You might be with Cameron a bit.
Gemini as well, you know.
Yeah. See, we're gonna mix it up. I don't know what my next
question. You said post school.
We're gonna go back to it.
No,
my guy, you can talk right now.
Obviously, coming out of school, I was a bit confused. I done my GCSE. Didn't really do too much. Didn't do too well in the GCSEs. I think I got a B and a C, and then everything was poor. You know what I'm saying? I think did well in technology and well in sociology, and then everything was just D's and below. So it was like I didn't do well but I wasn't really watching that. Come out of school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew. Obviously, I've done my little thing on the road, and I was in school, like you know what I'm saying. But I just thought I want to be an entrepreneur or a business owner. But I didn't know what I wanted to get into. This is 16. A lot of kids don't know what they want to get into. But I said, you know what? Going into college, they're sending me to City and Islington College. Let me just do business studies and get a little MVQ qualification in business more time. So I've gone to City and Islington College, 16, 17, whatever age it was. I did the MVQ in business. I learned a little and I passed the first year, but I was like, at the end of that year, I thought, one, they didn't teach me anything I didn't think I already knew. It's in context and you kind of know certain things, but it wasn't nothing that was eye-opening. And two, I was like, I'm not going to waste another year doing the second, like I did the foundation. I'm not going to go into intermediate doing this all over again for them to just double up what they've just taught me the year before. And I knew that at 18. So I went and got a job more time. But I still was unsure what I wanted to do.
What job
I went and worked in Next, in the storeroom, the stock room, Next. And then I went and worked in Burger King. And I'll be honest, Burger King, this is what I say to my little brother, that was one of the best jobs I've ever had. He's like, how can you say that? Da, da, da.
I understand you. Do you want me to break it down for you?
Go on. Because you're from the cut. Go on.
Is it me? I would have found that the interaction and understanding how things worked and stuff, and constantly talking to different people from different walks of life, it built your character. It helps you understand that, like, not to fear people and nothing like that. Everyone was just human beings. You could talk. I could talk to anybody. You just talk to everybody. You understand how things work, and you understand, like, you know when the door's got private on it and you can't go through it, opposed to when because you work in Burger King, you get to go through it. It's just a fucking door. It's just a door. Whatever side's bullshit. But the thing is, we don't until you go through many doors in many places.
And I like telling this story.
And see it,
about
you realise it's just
me
normal.
working in Burger King when I was 17, because a lot of people will turn down jobs.
It
Or they'll get jobs.
builds integrity.
Or people say they can't get a job because they're not looking to take certain jobs. When I say, right, would you believe, as much as you see me do 101 things, one of my best jobs that I've ever done was working in a fast food joint I was working in the Piccadilly Circus Burger King.
So did I.
The big one, the massive
The one
one.
underneath the
Yeah.
Bruv, I used to do security there though.
Okay, yeah.
And it's the same thing, bruv. Like I went
but
from
you know how busy that was. You know how busy that. Yeah. So that was the busiest Burger King in London.
All around the
What
world,
time?
though.
Yeah, like I'm saying, the queue used to come from the top.
Yeah.
And I used to work the tilt.
Yeah.
And it'd be like,
Yeah.
People
Makes sense now. You make something makes more sense about you now.
I used to skip to work, happy, skip there. No, you're going to Burger King though, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care. And I used to come to college.
Yeah.
Like fresh trainers, fresh Reebok classics, and people used to think I was doing something. I was like, no, I work in Burger King, blood. Like, how comes you're happy and you come like because this is what it is. People don't realize I can come to college and you lot think I'm doing something else, but more time I'm going to Burger King. I'm coming from college to go to Burger King and I'm working weekends in Burger King and I'm happy. And no one could understand it at the age of 17, 18. Why I was happy doing that more time because I knew one, it was a stepping stone. Two, I'm as you just said, I'm learning things in this business, whether it be Burger King or whether it be some big corporate business. It's the same lesson.
Same fucking thing.
You know
what
what I'm saying?
And when you work in different places, you realise it's all the same fucking thing.
To something else. I got sacked from Burger King.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was angry. And
Yeah.
people was like, how can you be angry you got sacked from Burger King? They didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Because I know where it was heading me. I was going to be the manager of that place.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to be the manager. I was cool with the manager. And he proper liked me. And then the day he wasn't in, I had an argument with the vice manager.
And that was it.
And it was like, I don't need to be, I'll dash my uniform at you. And he's like, go on. And he wanted me to leave because he knew how tight I had it with the manager.
Yeah, and then when people try to fuck up, when people try to radio parade.
In life in general. Now I would have been like, you know what, cool.
But even that,
I'll come back tomorrow when the manager's in and I won't get the sack. But back then I'd very like, what?
Even that though, Stedy, it's another, there's a lesson in that. To know that you was alive before you started working at Burger King, and even after they told you you're fired, you were still alive.
What?
Like there's some, like some people fear getting fired or something. So there was a lesson there as well. You didn't like it, whatever, but you realize you like, hold on, I wasn't shot by lightning. Happened again, and then whatever bills you got to pay, you fucking figured it out. Somehow or you figured it out. I mean, you're scared of being getting sacked or upset of being getting sacked in places.
Because I was pissed.
And you realise, okay. You get stronger and stronger. It's not nice to be fired. I want to leave on my own terms, but I'll still be alive if I leave. You know what I mean? Like I'll still be rolling. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing, bro. Go on.
You still want to carry on?
Yeah, you're here, bro. I've got some questions for you.
Go on, because I just want to wrap it up because I just wanted to, my son's messaging, just break it down to a nutshell. Obviously, I got expelled, suspended, sacked from Burger King. I'm still at college, and I'm kind of like, all right, so I know I'm doing this business studies, the second part of it, the intermediate, and now I've been sacked. So I'm not going to be making that money from the Burger King, I like the little 4 bills a week I was making, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be making that no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm 18 years old, I'm at college and I'm not enjoying the course. It's the second part of it, you know what I'm saying? So I was a bit I remember thinking, what are you doing out here? Plus some of your brethrens in the ends are selling weed and they're doing all right. You know what I'm saying? More time.
And I know who you're talking about.
I'm
I
like,
know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I joined a couple of the man them on the block shutting my little weeds around the ends, but I didn't feel content doing that. You know what I'm saying? At the age of 17. And this is what I'm saying. It shouldn't even be an option now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people think, oh, what am I going to do? Oh, let me just go and buy a little herb and sell it. And da-da-da. That shouldn't be the option more time. Because I remember feeling like, how can I be skipping to work in Burger King and be happy? But now I haven't got an answer to anyone. And I might have even been making more money than I was making in Burger King. But I'm not happy. From an early age, I knew that this ain't for me. No matter if I'm making 50 grand a day, I don't want to be running up and down doing that
Hold
shit.
on a minute. I was a light bulb. Stay. I'll put a pin in right there. Stay there. You are now going live with Stedy in the studio. Stedy, give me some love.
Yes. Respect. Thank you.
Come on.
On the Life Talks podcast, you know.
Come on.
The first podcast I've ever done. Much
It's
respect.
not on you right now. It's on me right now. Sorry, I tell you, man. I'm gonna put on you 1 second. I want you to ask a question. We're Stedy in the studio. We also got Wizard. Right, Stedy. You was just talking about. What was you just talking about? What's the question? You spoke about the thing I told you to put a pin in. I'm lost now.
No. So basically, I was just saying, from I left the Burger King, I was still, and I didn't have a job. I was still at college, but I didn't want to do the second part of the course.
You was about to selling the weed and not wanting to sell the weed.
I didn't want to sell the weed. I was out and about. You know what I'm saying?
Advice for the youngsters out there.
Don't be out here.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go on.
Advice for the youngsters that are doing something they don't want to be doing or are trying to find themselves in life and stuff, because a lot of them out there. What advice would you give?
My advice is you can do whatever you want to do. And I know you probably heard that before, but take the plunge. So there's something you're doing that you're not really happy with, but you're thinking, I know I could do something else. So take the plunge, drop what you're doing. And this is what I say to grown, not just youths, grown man. Take a month off of what you're doing that you're not happy with and do what you feel that you want to be doing for a month. It might mean that you go without making money. It might mean that you don't see your girl. It might mean you're sacrificing something. But trust me, just sacrifice it for 1 month. This is what a lot of people will tell you. Oh, I can't take time off here, or I can't do that. But what you don't realize is that 1 month, you're wasting that month doing stuff you're doing that you don't want to do anyway more time. You know what I'm saying? So you'll spend years doing stuff but you won't take a month off to maybe see if you can change your life. You know what I'm saying? More time. But we get stuck in a elevator of, okay, no, I've got to keep doing this, and it comes back round and got to keep doing it. And if you jump off the elevator and just walk that way, trust me, you probably end up where you want to end up. You know what I'm saying?
Done it there. Yeah, I like that.
And that's only like personal experience, you know what I'm saying? Just from my own personal knowing that, that's what I had to do. I had to take the plunge.
Yeah.
Anything that ever came good to me was after me saying, let me just try it and jump and do it. And if it didn't work, it still felt good that I took the plunge. You know the way there.
Take the plunge. Whatever you're doing, you've been in it for years. Take 1 month out to yourself. If you've been doing it for years, you can take that month out. Don't disillusion yourself. If you get sick, you'll be out by force. So take the month out, just reflect, see what you want to do, and then move forward. Like my learned friend Stedy here said, take the plunge. You'd be surprised.
And I'm guaranteeing if you take that plunge, if you take that plunge, I guarantee you'll feel like after it wouldn't even take you a month. You'll feel good because you'll be doing what you want to do, and you will know if it's for you or if it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? More time.
Life talks. Bando. Can you end that for me, please? Yes, let's get into these questions now, Stedy. These are life talks questions. Everyone on life, these are random questions, but they've been formulated for life talk.
Are you gonna? Sorry, just before you start a question, I just wanted to just finish it on when I You're
gonna talk. You're gonna talk after the questions. You know, we're not gonna lock off after the questions. So just pick one to ask me.
I like that one.
All right. Pick one. Let me shuffle them up because I never shuffled them up for last time. Pick one for me, 2 for Stedy. So there's one page, and I'll take 3 for you.
So I just asked one.
No,
question.
wait. You're also all 3. You gonna go first, sir?
Yeah, all right.
Who you asking?
I'm gonna ask Stedy first.
Okay, Stedy, can you put the camera on this guy so you can see his full facial expressions when he answers this question? He's hiding behind the post.
So
Go on.
If you had one wish, what would it be and why?
So I'll start with this basically, because rather than just say why, I'll just start with this. Back in the day, or not even back in the day, not too long ago, if someone said, if you had one wish, I just would have said something simple like, I just need 15 mil so all my family's nice. Now, I more time feel that, not that I should be asking for world peace or nothing like that. No. But I feel like more time, money, material things ain't even important more time. I could buy my mama an 8-bedroom yard. That don't necessarily guarantee she gonna be happy in that 8-bedroom yard. You know what I'm saying? More time. Yeah. And money definitely don't make you happy. That's one thing I definitely, like, people say money can buy you love and happiness. Very cheap cost, you know what I'm saying, more time. So
cheap love, cheap happiness.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, more time. So now I just more time, if I could ask, you asked me for one wish, it's more time just for not world peace but inner peace, and not just for me, for anyone that I know, love, you know what I'm saying, more time.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like inner peace and however you get that, whether it be money, love, food, whatever makes you happy, I would like that for like the people around me in my borough, close to me, to have that constant a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of people aren't really happy, and it's down to inner happiness. It's not like anyone, a lot of people can't make you happy, or you can't expect someone to do something and your life to become better. It's down to your inner self more time, and that's one thing. If I could wish for something, that people, like my own self happiness, and for anyone else that I like mess around with or I'm around, like family, friends, you know what I'm saying, business colleagues, you know what I'm saying. That's more important now to me than having 15 mil in the bank. You know what I'm saying? As much as I am chasing that belly and I do want that 15 mil, that's not my, if I had one wish, what would you have more time? Because I could say, yeah, I want 15 mil and still have I could have a worse time than how I am now. You know what I'm saying? With that 15 mil, and that would have been my wish done. Where if I, you know what I'm saying? Where if I wish for something that I know is life, yeah, so
life-changing.
Yeah, inner peace, life-changing, mumsy happy for life. That would be a good wish for me, man. You know what I'm saying? More time. People to live a long life and not die before their time. Them things are much more important than saying, yeah, I want $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? More time.
Next question.
What's the best thing you've ever seen?
Did you have the same question card last time? How you pick the same question card?
It's alright, it's a new podcast.
Did you ask me that question?
I don't know.
I actually got the worst thing you ever seen. So now.
What's the best thing I've ever seen?
The best thing you've ever seen.
The best thing I've ever seen is the wind blowing in the trees after I was released from the mental institution. Yeah, I was sectioned for stupidness, but I was sectioned. So I was sectioned in America, in Chicago, and I couldn't leave the where you're sectioned there. You don't see fresh air. There's no walking outside, not like that. You don't see people who've got. Nah, you're inside. Like it's like prison. It's like prison. Lockdown. Wow. Lockdown.
Not even a yard.
No. Yeah, I never no fresh air for the duration I was there. I couldn't leave the building, the compound.
How long is there?
Couple of weeks. You couldn't come out for a couple of weeks, but then. Like, that was the craziest thing, because when I did get out, I was still in Chicago. I remember going back to my house at the time, I was with my wife at the time, and I got, I don't know, whiskey, beer, whatever, and I sat outside, and I just looked at the trees, and the wind blowing in the trees, the simplest of things, something I couldn't look at before, and just the wind blowing the trees, it seemed like the trees were talking. It reminded me like Lord of the Rings, and other things, but it also, I was like,
that natural.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. This is there all the time, and it was hypnotic. Like the wind, it was nice. It was a summer's day. The wind was blowing, and the trees were dancing, and different trees were doing different things. And this is something I advise everybody.
Yeah.
Stop, look up sometimes. Observe. Take a fucking minute and take it all in.
Every day, man. I think
at some point, if you can, because everyone could. But at some point, if you can, just stop and look up or look around. Or watch an ant crawling across the ground. Like literally take your time and watch the ant. Or watch the clouds moving. See if you can find a shape in the clouds. Or watch the trees dancing in the wind. Or watch any kind of animal. Or even just watch something blowing in the wind. Just take a moment and look at Mother Nature's beauty. Because it's serious out here.
We do take it for granted.
It's serious and there's so much serenity, there's so much satisfaction in it. It's unbelievable, bro. That's inner peace you talk about. It's unfucking believable, I swear.
Can't beat it,
and that's the best thing I think I've ever seen.
Good answer.
A great answer.
Whose question is it? My question.
What
No, your question's on the paper.
I know. I know the question.
Okay, go on then.
What's your favourite food?
Favourite food?
Yeah.
Pussy? No, I'm joking.
Oh, wow. Food, nourishment, yeah? Stuff that helps you live.
And the truth will set you free. Don't edit that out. That's there right in there. Yeah, but I was only joking. Who was I? Yeah, anyway. I got big lips for a reason, you know.
What's your favourite meal?
My favourite
Don't
meal?
say pussy on a plate.
Okay, no, a whole woman. No, I'm joking. I don't know. It depends on my mood at the time. I've got a soft spot for jollof rice, definitely. I can eat jollof rice in the night, in the morning, on its own, without anything. You know what I mean? I love a chip. Chips. Chip is my favourite food. Of course I could cook. I cook
jollof?
No, not jollof.
That's what I was about to say before. You like, I wasn't saying can you cook jollof?
No, I can't cook jollof.
Yeah, I know jollof. You can cook, and then if you can cook jollof rice, but there's a few things that you have to be a cook to be able to cook it. Not saying
no, you have to be taught how to cook the fucking thing.
Jollof ain't a joke.
No, like it's just a few things for me. You have to be taught how to cook, and I'll tell you, I'll give you the list right now. 'Cause I love food: curry goat, rice and peas, stewed chicken, jollof rice.
And you can't cook these.
No.
You can't cook them.
No.
Okay,
like the curry goat, if it ain't cooked down properly, it's no good, bro.
Well,
Stewed chicken, if you don't stew it properly, it's no good, bro. Rice and peas, if you don't do it right, it's no fucking good, bro.
Sounds like he's had a lot of dead food.
No, but I know. I know what I like. I like high quality food. I want the rice and peas, where you got that slight coconut taste. The peas melt in your mouth. You know, like it just like whether the gunga peas or kidney peas.
Can you make rice and peas like that?
No, I can't. But I've tasted rice and peas like that, so I know they're the best. They kind of it just disintegrates in your mouth. It's just so. Oh my god! And
you're hungry. I'm hungry.
And it just soaks up the juice from the curry goat or the curry chicken or whatever. And then the curry goat, it should fall off the bone. It should have a spice. It should be too hot, but it should. At the back of your throat, when you finish, you see that spice in the back of your throat. Yeah, afterburn. But it should be, you know, like the sweetness of that meat. The way that meat's supposed to be cooked down. So when you sear it right. You curry it right, you cook it down right. I don't know how to do that. There's a method, there's a technique. That's to be passed down from your grandma. Or something. And when you're taught it, then you know. Fuck all that generic shit. Go and Google that. Fuck off. Don't taste like that. You could never make it taste how I want it to taste. The jollof rice has to have a slightly burnt taste in the bottom of it. You know, like slightly burnt. Because when you're cooking it down, sometimes rice and peas, when you cook it down, slightly burnt taste. For the good ones, slightly burnt taste.
Bun the bottom of the pot.
Yeah, because slightly, because you need that for the proper one, slightly burnt. Don't get me started on food.
No, that's what to say. That's a question. What is your favourite food? And you went, I'm with
food. Yeah. I went on with it. You know.
Tell him about the gunga peas.
Yeah. The truth be said, if you don't start with me and food, man, shit, we'd be here all day. I'm trying to tell you. Go on, what's the next question?
We'll have to ask all of them.
Well, if you don't want to.
What are your favourite hobbies and things you like to do?
Favourite hobbies, things I like to do.
I wasn't going to ask that because I thought
I'm not going to. The first thing that come out of my mouth, I didn't say that. I didn't say it like the pussy.
No, come on, man.
Okay, no, that was the truth. No, okay.
That's your hobby.
I wasn't going to say that. But I'm saying the first thing I was going to say come out of my mouth would have been crazy, like that was. But I won't say the first thing I was going to think of. I like talking. Obviously, I like talking to people. I like interacting with people. I like making people feel good. I play badminton. I can play pool, kickboxing. I've had a few accidents, so I don't get to do as many of those things as I like to. As you know, like with yourself as well. I love reading. I love poetry. I love watching movies. I just really like interacting with people and making people feel good. And I love learning stuff. I love understanding, like learning stuff. I like learning new things. It doesn't have to be a fucking like Pythagoras' theorem or something. It could be like what I learned about you today. Like Lacob was a badass fucking school. You come from Northampton, did you say? Southampton.
Yeah.
I love learning things. I love learning things. What was that thing you said about before you go to bed?
Just having purpose, just knowing.
Your purpose for the next day before you go to bed.
Like,
I like stuff like that, and I like feeling like I've had a good day. Like I like what we're doing, exchanging. And if I can do that, and if I can even be a voice of reason, shoulder to cry on, whatever.
You're doing that, man.
That's all I need, and that's what I need, and that's what makes me happy. That's my hobbies, bro.
Like stuff that's like I want to see people my peers doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? More time, cause I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Life's fucked, bro.
yeah.
Life is fucked. No, for real, life is fucked.
But you're making it better.
Yeah, no, life is fucked and it's good because life is fucked because the bad things I've been through and people go through stuff. If you let them define you, you're fucked. You know what I mean? Because it's bad things, but there's also the beauty of the trees blowing. Me talking to my brother, me working with my other brother. Do you know what I mean? Me being able to say things and get off my chest and understand who I am.
Yeah, man.
And
You're giving a lot of people a lot of confidence to talk.
And everyone should feel confident because everyone's got a voice. God didn't give you vocals for nothing, you know. Trust me. And if you don't, people around you don't want to hear you, then don't worry about that. Someone wants to hear you. You know what I'm saying?
Something that you can say.
Yes, to say it.
Can relate to.
Say it loud and I'm proud.
Too many million people in the world.
Yeah.
One person's opinion to affect you. Not talking or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people do. One person's opinion will make them shut down for a whole.
Yeah, don't let it.
Don't worry about that one opinion or two or three opinions.
Don't let
There's
it.
still millions of people that want to hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
And who can relate. You know what I'm saying? More time. The people you've told just can't relate and they're just the wrong people. But that's fine. Don't even be disheartened by that. You know what I'm saying? Just know who your friends are, know who you're talking to, know who you can talk to.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Give me 3. No, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Let me add on the back of what Stedy said. I'm going to ask Stedy these questions. How many rascal sperm and 1 egg and you made it? And then you made it out. Even if you got anything wrong with you from dyslexia to spinal bifida, whatever, you made it out, you're here.
Word.
The fuck are you wasting time for? Enjoy yourself. Be the impact on the world you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be here because you're here. Don't let nobody else make you feel like anything else than that. And just do what you need to do. Do what you want to do. Enjoy yourself. Be nice to other people. But imagine out of how many rascal sperm you got to the egg. The egg got fertilized. You was carried for 9 months. You managed to come out of your mother. You managed to breastfeed and grow to the place where you are. And you want to worry about someone else's fucking opinion now? Are you mad? Live your life. Love yourself. Love everybody around you. Be nice. That's it. That's it.
I need to apply that every day, man.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget.
Me too.
A lot of people forget.
Yeah, we forget.
A lot of people
But
someone's gonna watch it and say, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
But then it's like so easy to go sleep and then wake up and be like, no.
No, don't be no. Just
You know what I'm saying? It has to be a thing where you wake up and be like, no, that same purpose. Even if it was
Egg
a
and
bad day,
sperm,
more time.
egg
And
and
that's
sperm.
more, forget going to bed and thinking it and be like, all right, cool, I'm going to make tomorrow better. Wake up with it. That's so important. And get a good night's sleep. You know what I'm saying? So that you've had that rest and you're waking up and then you're like, yeah, all right, cool, boom. You know what I'm saying? More time. That's so important. And I've only just kind of learned that in the last few years.
it's good. At least you learn it.
Running around.
No, at least you learn it.
Yeah, man.
At least you learn it. And there is no tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's no tomorrow, bro.
True.
Anybody, but there's no tomorrow. Now better be better because there's no tomorrow. Because if you're here, you're there. I don't know tomorrow. There is no tomorrow, bro. Are you nuts? There's no tomorrow. There's no tomorrow, bro.
Just in general.
When you get to tomorrow, then tomorrow will no longer be tomorrow. It'll be now.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's it. Eckhart Tolle, understand the power of now. And I guess you made me fucking go off the charts. I'm fucking passionate as a motherfucker. Like I'm waking up with this bitch, man. Shit. Let me ask you some questions right now. It's a good ass interview. What is your fondest childhood memory?
My fondest childhood memory.
I got what's the name's questions, but it won't be hard because there's only like 8 cards, so I need a bit more.
I like family holidays. I went one family holiday, my sisters and my mum to Florida, and then we went to Jamaica.
Nice.
I remember that. I've got a lot of fun family memories, but something I haven't done in a while is gone away with the whole family, and I keep saying, yeah, let's do that again, man. You know what I'm saying? More time. So I do like that. I took my mum to Blackpool the other day, just for the day, my son, my brother and my daughter, and just to see her happy. I said, I remember when we went away, like away. Obviously COVID and no one's been, but I'm now in the process of having a family trip away again, like abroad, because that was one of my family members. And just to be, I've never gone away with my family as an adult, to be fair.
Yeah.
That was like,
back. Yeah,
I'm saying that was not as an adult. Not as an adult.
Nice.
As a kid, they took me away. Now I want to take my mum away. She took me to America and Jamaica when I was a youth, and that was one of my fondest memories. Now let me return it. Let me take my mum away somewhere now as an adult. And I want to be in another country with my mum as an adult. I've never been in another country with my mum as an adult. You know what I'm saying? Go to bed now, mum. I'm going out. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Stay in a hotel. You know what I'm saying? What time I'm going to see the night. Not just different. And
it's different. No, I understand you. I understand.
It's family. You know, it is what I'm noticing. A lot of the older members in their family, men, ain't doing certain things, and then wondering why your family ain't doing that. I'm saying, bro, it's your responsibility, bruv. Like my friends, I'm saying,
ow, come in, no, come in. Hear that? No, hear that again. Say it again.
My friends will be like, oh, yeah, my family don't do that. They ain't have no barbecues, no party. I'm saying, bruv, it's for you to put it on.
Yeah.
You're the big man in the family.
Yeah.
You're the head of the family. You're
Yeah.
my age.
Yeah.
And then oh yeah, for real. There's no one above me still. Like it's
Start
like
looking around.
You know, like,
The
okay.
mic.
So no, but it's like it's easy to forget.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get stuck
in this day and age.
Yeah, you get stuck in doing things the same year in, year out, day in, day out, week in, week out. And then it's like, rah, but I'm saying all it is one day change it. Do something different.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Family, I'm doing this. We ain't had a family get together for time. Boom, they'll all appreciate it.
I'm gonna fuck everyone up soon. It's up to this fucking like we did last time. I'm gonna fuck everyone up. Serious, what? I'm gonna fuck everyone up. Be like, oh my god, I didn't know it was like this. Oh. Fuck everyone. I like that.
I thought, yeah, but yeah, family is important to me, man. Even if you're not getting on with them, just bring them together a certain time and just more time. Like I got,
love that.
Even
if you're not getting on with them,
you're not getting on with them. Just still bring them together. Meet up with them. You ain't got to talk to them, but the fact that you're there and the energy's there and the kids don't feel the animosity is important, fam.
That one, the kids.
Yeah, man. Forget what you're going through.
About the
Think
kids. It's about the kids.
Your youths, your
And the
nephews,
memories of the
your
youth.
nieces.
Yeah.
It's their time, more time. You might not like your sister, your brother, your cousin, but you know what? Make sure that they have a good life until they understand. And say, rah.
And make their own choices.
You lot was at the barbecue, you weren't even feeling each other, but I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? They'll laugh. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you just made it so that we had a good time. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, uncle. I love you, auntie. You know what I'm saying? More time, car. It's gonna be important.
It's proper.
If we get there, we get that far in life. You know what I'm saying? More time.
We're gonna get there. How do you see the world?
I love the world, man, and I love life. As much as everyone's like, oh, life's fucked and and COVID and the government and there's always something to complain about. I still go to bed and say, you know what, thank you, man, for putting me on this earth. I don't know who's in charge or who the final creator is, but I'm happy to be here. It's weird. Life's weird. I wake up, I'm like, we've got eyeballs, we've got mouths, we've got tongues, we can hear, we can think.
I thought you were about Jermaine for a minute.
No. Life is what's the word to me? Even at my age, I still find it fascinating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't not love something I'm fascinated by. If I'm fascinated, and I think a lot of people like that, but they just don't. They're not. I think everyone's fascinated with the world. There's always a question that someone's like, oh, how comes we can do this, or how comes, like, you know what I'm saying, like, more time, can we teleport, or you know what I'm saying, there's always something that's gonna go through your mind.
I wish I could teleport.
That's fascination. For all we know, we can. We just don't know that if you touch both elbows and like, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That to me makes me love life. I ain't gonna lie, and I love everything about life. You know what I'm saying? More
Nice.
time because I'm fascinated with just the world. So that's how I see the world.
Nice.
More time.
Nice.
I can't really ever look at the world and say, oh. Like, I don't think anything, like, even if the sky was to open up and volcano was to pour through, I'd still be out here like, you know what, bro? It's been
a bit hot, but
it's been a bit hot, and you know what I'm saying. But no, I like the world. Does anyone answer that question and say I hate the world?
Yeah, I did.
No, not you. Any guess? Because I know that's not true. Any guess?
I did. I just did that. I said I fucking lost the fucking world. They fucking lost because of all the shit they did. No, because of what's going on. But I like your ones better than mine.
Yeah. No, I do get days like that, but then I just overpower it, man. I'm like, that's how they want you to feel, man. They want you to feel down and depressed and know, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna go out and do foolish. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of people do. They feel bad, they feel down, they feel like there's nowhere to turn. They go out and rob, shoot, steal, sell, and it's not really in their heart. It's just something they feel like, you know what, that was my option, or that was my only option, or no one cares about my life anyway, so it's not going to make a difference. More time. But if you have purpose, I'm trying to get people on it now. I'm saying, bro, come on board and help me. I need you. There's a purpose for you. I don't want to see you doing that. Or I don't want you to wake up and I'm doing shit. I'm waking up Monday and I've got all these things and you're at home and you ain't got nothing to do. Come and help me with the things I need doing. This purpose. And if you don't want it, I've given you the option more time. Because then it's like, you know what I'm saying? And I will help my friends. Or I'll try to. Sometimes you can't take a horse to the water. You ain't got to drink more time. But I'll definitely take him there. I'll put the horse right there and I'll be drinking. But the river's there, fam. All you got to do is lean forward. No.
That's 2.5. Give me 3. 1, 2, 3.
No, why are you laughing though, bro?
No, because of what you said, there was a must have ever in the studio. Because it's a well-known fucking saying. I can bring a horse to the water, but won't drink. But he goes, I'll be drinking, bro.
Bro,
That's what made me laugh.
I will trot down to the river with the horses next to him. I'm not galloping ahead of you. I'm trotting down to the river with you. And then when we get into the water, I'm leaning forward and I'm drinking. But you're there, looking in the sky, kicking your hoofs, doing everything. And I'm like, bro. And then
is the water okay? Is the water okay?
No, the water's fine. It's the best water you've ever had. Next day when I'm fresh and refreshed and I'm doing these things and I'm not high and I'm not like depressed and you're looking at me weird, it's because I was drinking the water and I knew what I wanted to do and I was thinking, bro, I don't want to sit at home smoking weed. Or just doing that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be out doing stuff.
You know that's your mic, right? The further away you get from it, the worse it is for you.
I just expect it to be like just picking me
Surround
up in
sound.
this room.
Yeah.
No, apologies.
No, it's apologies for yourself.
No, but I'm watching the levels.
My face would be right up in this motherfucker.
It was going low at one stage still, so apologies.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. It's you. Don't apologize to me.
No.
Stedy, we could hear you on the mic.
I'm going away.
We could hear you.
That's why someone should have the headphones on, no?
Nah. I got the headphones. I got visual headphones.
So you just have a third man.
Tell me. Do you want a job?
I would not even if I wasn't doing anything and I'd be working. I'd work with you easily.
My G.
Definitely. To keep me, you know, in
keep
the
me
future.
right.
Yeah, for the future, you know, never know.
Tell me something about you no one knows.
Told you a whole heap today. No one knows. It's all on camera as well. Anyone watch it?
all right. That's a good answer. I like that.
No.
Fucking
What
quick.
else
This
can I
one
tell
is
you?
Stedy.
No.
Why they call you Stedy?
I call myself Stedy. So something no one knows. Let's go there. When I started DJing 2001, 21 years ago, my brethren Destiny, he was like, yeah, you should be a DJ. He was a DJ. He's like, you should be a DJ, man. You got good ear for music, man. Every time I play these 108 tunes, you seem to know the rhythm. When Mandem don't know these tunes, and I didn't know the name of it. I was just a young 19-year-old to just love music. Yeah, you always pick out the 108 tunes. Come and be a DJ like me. And he was big. His name was getting big, innit, more time. He was on Freak. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, I don't want to be a DJ. That's your thing. Like, I'll support you. No, you be a DJ as well, man. You could come like under me, innit, more time. So I was like, good idea. Then he set up a little radio station in his yard and some yard got burgled and they gave me some records. This is years ago. I remember how it went. So I was like, you know what? Cool. I'm a DJ now. I got records more time. And it was like, go on the radio. They set up a radio station, Market Road. Yeah. What's your DJ name? I've been DJing for a couple months now. You know what I'm saying? What time? But bro, I've been doing it in my yard and I didn't have a name. It's like, yeah, you got to have a name. Every DJ's got a name. I know, but I ain't been thinking of that. I just thought it to be a DJ. Oh, yeah. All right, go on the radio tonight. We're going to call you DJ Mystery. Cool. So I was on the DJ Mystery. I actually like the name Mystery more time because done a few shows, DJ Mystery. There's like, you know you can't keep that name though, innit?
Someone else did
that. Someone's old school Rat Pack and them man there. That kind of, someone used to be DJ Mystery. So use another name. Literally, that's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do is choose a name. So I remember for like weeks, what name? Couldn't think of. I've gone through bare names, they weren't fitting. Then a lot of people used to call me Rankin, just around the flats. Delhi Rankin, you know what I'm saying? But I want it to be DJ Rankin, but there's an MC Rankin. That's gonna be weird. It's like having DJ EZ, MC EZ, or DJ Bushkin, MC Bushkin. You can't be MC Rankin and DJ Rankin. Imagine you're playing. Imagine you do a set together. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, So for weeks, until one day I used to like breakdancing. I'd never used to breakdance myself, but I used to like breakdance. There's a crew called the Rock Steady crew. Yeah, I know them. Way back. Yeah, I know them. And I said,
so you come from there?
Yeah, let me just call myself DJ Stedy. I liked it straight away. Then I went back to a couple people, Destiny, the guy that told me to DJ, and a couple other people. I'm gonna call myself Stedy, you know? I'm like, nah, that name don't bang, you know. That don't bang. Mystery is better than that. Like, come up with something else, man. I was like, nah, you know what? I've been trying for weeks, and for some reason, I like the name Stedy. I'm sticking with it. And they was proper like, nah, don't, man. They was saying that real name shit. And I said, no, I'm sticking with it, man. I like the name. I'm gonna make the name good one time. And I stuck with it. And even before it even became an established name, I remember the man them saying, the name's all right, you know, it works. And people call me Stedy more than my own name now. Like after a month or so, people's Stedy.
You know, I don't know your name.
That you ain't gonna get on camera. I'll tell you off.
No, that's all right. That's all right. But I'm just saying, I know you as Stedy.
Yeah.
I probably do know your name,
Yeah,
but I
if
just
said it, you would have been like,
yeah,
okay,
I probably know it, but I just know you as Stedy.
Yeah.
In my thing, you actually stored as rock Stedy.
Word. A lot of people see my mum and like, oh, you're right, I'm Stedy, and she's like, yeah, well, his name is. Like, it's like they
Anyone hear me pick this
can't say
Stedy?
to her house such and such because they don't know it. Like more time, gal I've known for like 20 years. I told them my name now, and they're like, "Rah, I've been calling you this all these years." And I'm like, I'm just tired of lying to you now. You know what I'm saying? One time I have to tell you the real shit now. One time, but yeah, man.
I like that. What was that? Actually, tell me. Actually, tell me something no one knows, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, what's his page?
I was just telling you about how you didn't ask me how.
My last question.
Something someone doesn't know. Just that really, Stedy,
Stedy, I was going to ask right, that's fine, it's all right. Don't be all night, mate. Fucking hell, Stedy.
Well, that driver's probably drove off.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're lucky you got a driver to blood club. What are your pet hates?
There was something, I don't hate much, but it was something the other day, and I was like, I should say this on socials, and that's gone, and it will come back to me. There's something I don't like, and I try not to hate things or dislike stuff, but there's something I don't like. And it happened the other day. Oh, it's gone now.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
First date. Who pays?
First date. Who pays?
Did you catch that on the camera? Did you catch that?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm filming.
First date.
No, I mean, did you catch on the sound?
Yeah.
Your levels are good.
Yeah,
hopefully
good.
Yeah,
hopefully not.
What? What do you say? First date. Who counts?
Yeah. First
who
date. Who pays?
Shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be like.
Here I come to save the day.
Don't get me wrong. It's nice if a man pays, and it's nice if whoever asks for the date pays. So more time. If I say, I'm gonna take you to the theater, I should pay. More time. If I'm gonna take you to the cinema, I should pay. Or if I'm offering to take you anywhere as a man, I should pay more time. Just especially if I have attractions to you and I'm thinking you might be my potential girlfriend, or if it, you know what I'm saying, more time.
If you're trying to woo her,
if I'm trying to woo you, I should pay, man. I shouldn't make you dip in your hand for. I like girls that like nah. Them fronters, no, let me. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Because in your heart, you ain't paying for shit. Yeah. But you're gonna front like you're paying, which is beautiful. I love to see that. And
me too.
In my heart. And I've been out with women.
I won't let you pay.
I've been out with women. So I went out on a date. Sorry, I went out on a date.
Fronters, you're funny as fuck,
No, because I love the fronters. Front. I hate the gal that's like not even fronting. Like, oh no, yeah. Yeah. No, because I've been out with some grubberlicious girls that are like ordering bare things, and they even got money on them. In more time, they've come out on a date, and I'm like, I won't see you again. And I was really attracted to you, but because of your characteristics, and you're showing me that, you know what I'm saying? Because if you treat me right, I'll give you everything. But if you mess up with me so early and start taking little things like food, could be like a £6 starter, and you're trying to order more, and you're trying to, and then you're not.
You can see they're not really nice.
I can see what you're on, and you're gonna be a headache for me because this is just the meal. So what about when you start wanting clothes and shoes?
This is just a meal.
No, I
this is the first meal,
from early. So I like a girl that wants to, I'll be honest. I went on a date once, and a girl, weren't even fronting. We went Pizza Express on Upper Street.
Yeah.
And she wasn't even fronting. She was not. The bill come to like 40 quid, which is minor, and she was not having it. She was paying half. She was not having it. Like she wasn't fronting. She didn't. And I think it was more the thing where she knew nothing was gonna happen.
Okay,
so she was kind of like, but still, she was like, she was not having it. You could see in her eyes, she was not fronting. Yeah. She was not getting up from that table without putting her score down. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, cool. And I've been on hundreds of dates, and I can only remember that one time when the girls made sure that I didn't pay. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, more time. Get up and say, I want to go toilet, and pay for the bill. Do you know how impressed I will be? When I'm saying, can I have the bill? And the woman said, no, she's already paid for it. She went toilet, even if she couldn't afford it. Do you know how impressed I would be by that? But women don't think like that. They're always like, let me go out and get a free meal. Or make this guy better be paying. You should go out with the thing where I'm going to take this guy out, and he ain't even going to realise I'm going to boss up on him. And then when it's time, I'll take everything he's got or he wants to give. You know what I'm saying? More time. But I'm not going to try and blintz you on the first date. More time. So to me, I'm more like, if a woman wants to pay and she insists, I'll let her pay. I always want to be the gentleman, especially if I'm taking someone out. I need like to impress, innit, more time. But more time, if I'm just going out on a date and I know nothing's coming from it, I'm not saying I won't pay, but I'm just like, I'm kind of looking at her like to say, yo, I'll go on more time. You know what I'm saying? Or show some front where you're like, you know, I want to act like I'm paying, but I want this guy to pay for shit more time. But it shouldn't be who
play the game, innit?
It shouldn't be like there shouldn't be a rule on who's, you get what I'm saying, more time. Like girls have told me I want to take you.
It's down to you.
First
no rule,
date.
but I'm asking you.
Yeah. First date.
With individual people,
I don't think. I
like everything you said,
on the
bro.
first date, I don't think there is. I like men being gentlemen. Yeah. Now it's equality. Women talk about equal rights. Men should be talking about equal rights because there's a lot of scrutiny on both sides that men don't even talk about.
Make you right.
You know what I'm saying? Men don't even talk about.
A lot of expectations and then parameters on our side. They're expecting
what about the
parameters
broke
here.
guys that want to take a woman on a date but ain't got money? You know what I'm saying? More time. But the guy's brilliant. He's treated her right. He's given her a good conversation. He's respectful. He's done everything right, but just ain't got money. But
Better take her to the park.
Yeah, take her on a date.
Take her to the park.
Anyway, you know what I'm
Take her to
saying?
the park, buy 2 sandwiches or whatever. Take her to the park, make a sandwich.
Who do you think should pay on the first date?
You have to pay the first date.
Does it always have to be the man?
I'm old school.
Yeah.
It's the man should pay. Even if the girl, this is just me though. Like, and I will be re-educated. You and the last guest have both said the same thing.
Yeah. So
it depends who makes the date.
Whatever girl says, long as I want to go out with you on a date, but she knows where she wants to go, and she says, I want to go to this particular place. Are you willing to this? And like, I want to go and see Sister at the theatre, and the tickets are like £100 each.
I think it's fair, even though I cook.
And she, even though she said, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I just wanted to know because I remember
I would say, even though I cook, I think it's fair because I would do it like this. I'll take you out, I'll wine you and dine you, make you feel like a woman, but then you'll have your department to make me feel like a man. As far as I'm concerned, that is defined by the two individuals. What makes you feel manly, what makes you feel feminine. But to me, it makes me feel I'm not only being good to you, but it makes me have a sense of pride and worth and certain things to be able to. I've worked hard for money to be able to pay that bill. I think that's why I come from that era. Like I wouldn't do it now because of the stuff I wear, but. You know, like you see a puddle, you put your coat on the puddle or whatever. If a girl's cold, I'll give her my jacket if she's with me. I don't mind. I will be. I'm not a mug though, like what you said. I won't be a mug for no one, but I'll be and that's where I'll come from.
If I could have about all the money that I've ever spent on dates and shit, it'd be a lot of fucking money.
I was thinking the other day, right, I went on a date. I was in Chicago, I went on a date with this chick, and like I was having problems with my marriage. It was dead. It was over. So I went on a date with this chick. The girl, I've been on this chick for ages in the gym. She was so sweet. Went on a date with this chick, but I had like drinking problems at the time. So I was drinking a lot. So I must have got. I was half baked when I went on the date already. You get me? I drunk way too much already from the date. You know, like imagine. I spent so much money on this fucking date. The girl was a bitch, but I didn't care. I just wanted some attention. So imagine like we was in Finchley Park and I wanted to eat like, let's say, I don't know, like not Lulu, remember Hummingbird or whatever, or Nando's.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to eat Nando's, yeah. But she wanted to eat like TGI Fridays. And TGI Fridays is like in
triple the
South Croydon.
Okay.
Bro, South
and
Croydon.
It's expensive for
No. It's South Croydon, bro. And you're not driving. So we got to get a cab from Finchley Park to South Croydon to get it. I was like, yeah, okay.
Oh, you did it?
I did it. I said, okay. Got the cab. Yeah, imagine. That's what I'm saying, mugged. Yeah, okay, we got the cab, pay for the cab, yeah. Then we had dinner. So we had dinner, like, I bought her dinner, but the food was nice. No, cool, do you feel the food was nice? Because do you want another one of them? She's like, yeah. She was talking, my mum really likes this. She said, you think your mum wants? Like, yeah. She all the time take home to her mum.
Right? You're paying for all of this.
Pay for everything.
I hope it was a happy ending.
I didn't get nothing. Bro, I just got a kiss at the end of it. I was like, right, but some people will take. But I didn't feel like. I didn't feel bad about it.
Did you like the woman enough to say, you know what, she took, but I'll see her again?
No, I didn't want to see her again because she was manipulative bitch.
Yeah. Cool.
Do you know what I mean? Because you
don't
do
notice
that
from when she's talking about TGIs, like, and going
no.
But you're just on the date anyway.
No, I'm of the.
Or you thought you was gonna get lucky that night?
No, I don't. No, if I'm gonna fuck, I'm gonna fuck. That's something totally different. I don't buy things to fuck, and I don't work like that. But my thing, I'm on the thing where if we're going out, let's have the best possible time we can have. Let's enjoy ourselves. Is that what you want to do? Let's do that. Because life's so short. I've seen stuff. Life's really short. So if was it go here, go there? Like you see how we used to rave, how we do stuff. Money's for spending. Money's not for holding stuff. People, you enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? If you want to buy a £200 thing, even I don't cuss the kids about the shoes, the Balenciagas, all the stuff they're buying. The price are really high. But when I was young, what I wanted to buy, I bought. But yet still, you have to like cut your coat according to your size and mark people. So this chick here, she taught me a good lesson, bro.
That's
good lesson.
It is. It's like
good lesson.
Without them lessons, you're gonna get stung.
You have to get
A lot
style.
of men get married into
Once
into
bitten,
a
twice
bad
shy.
lesson, man.
No
It's like,
way.
yeah,
No way.
it's the
How much
first
trouble?
time.
Yeah,
First time marriage,
yeah.
innit? And it's like, arse, like, and
yeah.
they end up like
No.
damaged,
no,
not
no,
trusting
no,
another
no.
woman again,
Yeah.
money gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? More time, and I can smell it from a mile away. Ain't gonna lie, man. Just from the first date, and that's what it is.
You can smell that from the mile away.
Yeah, more time. Like now I can more time because a lot of people get the wrong idea of me. More time. I ain't gonna lie. I've been on dates where they're probably thinking I am just out every night hitting different gal, and she's another notch on the you know what I'm saying? More time. Where I could just be on a clean date where I'm like trying to find out about you, and you're trying to rinse me. But because you've got a perception of me being a playboy or whatever, you're thinking, let me rinse this dude, or let me try and get everything I can get. Not recent. I'm not even a dater now. I'm talking
Let
about.
me hit him before he hits me, basically.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, it's not even that, but I can sense what you're on more time, and that just makes you think, cool. You get away with it tonight, but you won't hear from me again.
That makes me sick.
More time. It does, and it's
It
more
makes me
time
sick.
for me to go on a date with someone. I've kind of got to like them character-wise. It's not like I just link someone.
Yeah, and what is that about?
But a lot of people fuck up, man, because it's like, are you faking something? It's like we were getting on well on the phone. We're getting on well on the phone. We have good conversation.
Sorry, don't fuck up the sound with that.
We're getting on well on the phone. We get good conversation. We have a good time. We have things in common. But then we're on a date and you want to rinse, man.
They come in, there's bullshit. There's bullshit in their head. They got some bullshit going on. Wait, what the fuck was you doing in the first place? Give the person you're talking to the opportunity of a blank canvas.
Exactly.
Forget all the other shit. And let's just do this.
All
be
them
real.
gal that's rinsed, man, over the years or try to think
They be complaining after.
No. One, they complain. Two, they're probably not happy and still ain't got a boyfriend. And three, I can't remember them. I just know there's a few of them. But that one woman that made sure that I wasn't paying for that bill alone, yeah, I will never forget her. I'll never forget her. Never, the look in her eyes when she's like, I'm not having it. I'm paying.
That girl that you
I'm just saying, one person. If I've been on 40 dates in my life,
that's
one
bullshit,
person I remember is that one when she was not having it. Some of the fronters I remember them, but I'm saying I'll always remember. Let me pay. Let me pay. The slow ones.
Are you sure?
They're picking up the bag slow. Like, pick it up faster. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's slow. It's too slow.
Wait for me to finish. No.
You don't want to pay, but that's good. I like even just the. Oh no, you sure? Like even just, of course, you know what I'm saying. More time that makes you feel better as well.
Yeah,
that someone's in trying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. More time.
Definitely not just touching for a mug.
Yeah, like someone's. Yeah, nah, and then they're trying to get even more out of you. I'm like,
It's a lot.
Then maybe it's the perception, and you know what I'm saying. You wouldn't be able to do that now. I'll get up and leave because I'll know myself. And
Fuck
I
it,
know
no.
Yeah. Now, back in the day, I was probably after something from you. You know what I'm saying? So I probably was blitzing, but you probably did. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that happened recent, I'm like, nah, man. You know what I'm saying in my grown age now, I can't be going through that now.
You should get up and leave.
Yeah, I would. I'd say I'd make an excuse or. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't just be like, you know what I'm saying? But you have to, man. You have to protect yourself, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's important.
And there's a lot of arseholes out there. So as much as I'm...
What arsehole men taking women
Yeah.
out?
So it's like...
it bad for us.
Yeah. I wouldn't even... I got a lot of female friends and they tell me some of the shits they go through and I say, you know what? No wonder it's hard out here for a normal man to get a date or a normal man to fucking be able to holler at a girl in a DMs.
Excuse me,
you know what I'm saying? More time. Because girls tell me, friends of mine, this one, they'll show me DMs and I'm saying, this guy seems cool and I'll go through his page. He seems cool. And they're not replying. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, go on. Like, why are you showing me this? And they're like, I know. Don't you think it's a bit cringe? I'm like, when was the last time you went on a date? Or when was the last time you had someone approach you? And never, or a long time. And the guys message you on Instagram. He looks cool, but you don't want to give him the time of day. Don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But if he was balling and shirting shit, you're on it. Gal have told me point blank, when they see stuff on man's Instagram, man on a plane, a private jet or flossing, they're intrigued. The Gav told me that they get intrigued by stuff that they see on the net. They told me.
What, because they can't stuff that they haven't got or they can't
They're
get.
thinking, boy, and if I go and hang around with him, he might get me around that person, or he might get me around that person, or he's flossing, so I might floss. Gals still think like that in 2022. Not just young girls, grown women as well. More time. The internet's fucked up a lot of people's perception. Like, you know what I'm saying, more time. But then a normal man who's just like, oh, hi, you're nice, I've seen you. I plucked up the courage to message you. They're getting air pie, them duns there.
Air pie?
Yeah. Girl are showing me. My friends are showing me, this guy messaged me. You're not even got the decency to say, yo, and I don't want to put my mate on blast. If she sees it, she'll know. But I'm saying, I said to message the brother back and say you're not really my type or something. Don't just leave the guy on fucking
Mind
red.
that you're putting feedback.
Sorry.
It's all right.
You're just leaving the man on red.
Even if
And
red.
he's probably plucked up the courage to holler at you.
Yeah.
And he seems all right. I've gone through his page. Yeah, I've read his captions. This is like a cool guy. But because he's not flossing anything,
Yeah.
you're not interested. Well, I know the kind of guys you go for. And
Nice guys finish last.
yeah,
man.
but you every month you're linking a new dude. He licks you down and you don't see him again. Where this nice guy, you get me?
I was gonna say I'm alright though. I'm good.
I'm saying,
good.
like that's what I'll say to my friend as advice. I'm saying this nice guy probably be one of the guys that you'll be around for a long time, even a few months even. You know what I'm saying? What? But a lot of women ain't finding the right man because they're looking in the wrong places. And when the right man's coming along, or maybe potentially right man, you're ignoring him. You know what I'm saying? And that's me trying to defend it for the man them that's getting air pie, because I don't get air pie. But you know what I'm saying? No. But I've seen it.
Pie in your face, bitch.
Air pie. No, it's not nice.
All
Man,
right, let's wrap this up. All right, that's Live Talks with Fawole, Stedy, no voice behind the camera, and the Albanian Wizard. But technically, that was part 1 to be continued, because we need to find out about your musical career too.
Thank you.
So, yeah, watch this space. Great having you on the show,
Respect.
bro.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool,
Thank
cool,
you. Thank you. Respect. Live Talks podcast, the biggest thing.
Blah, 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 blah.